Who is here? Word is love. Bolo and I space once more. People, I have a lot to cover, so I'm not even waste no time. You know, some serious allegations in regards to the new school bus rural system where the Jamaica Labour Party under the minister Daryl is arguing for, but there has been some serious questions of safety, and now there's more questions that I think are important questions. Welcome everybody. I'm not on camera today, so wanna work with me. See, like up the video, share up the video. But we have a lot to talk about. I'm live on Bolo VNR 2.0 and Bolo VNR Clips at the same time. Disturbing allegations suggest Daryl rural school bus may be a youth scam. Here are the details. More want to know, listen to the title again. Disturbing allegations suggest that Daryl rural school bus system may be a youth scam. Here are the details. The next title I have is Lonesome the Eagle and Andre Stevens, the prosecution attorney, just exposed Daryl. Now, obviously, Andre Stevens is not an attorney, so it was a skit. And he mentioned it before he went on his argument. It was a play of judiciary. Alright? But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, anyone say, what's her name? The beautiful and intelligent right mango. The beautiful and intelligent right mango just bust out one look. Not even one look. This is huge. Right? I'm gonna have to record this. Ladies and gentlemen, right mango just expose some things here where we really have to take note of. So to give the people some time to come into the program, I'm going to start off the program with this. This is just the intro to the program. This is not necessarily the main topic, obviously. But I came across this and I found it mighty interesting. And it raised even more questions about the Jamaica Labour Party. Go figure. These guys are questionable, man. Let me share my screen. And that's for the people on Bolo VNR Clips. Yes, you are seeing the screen. For the people on Bolo VNR, you are hearing the audio that I'm about to play. Let's go. Bolo VNR 2.0. Let's go. Listen to this.
This is going to be my last William Alexander Bustamante video, or Alexander Bustamante, otherwise known as William Clark. This is going to be my last video on him because the information is readily available, and even when you Google it and the thumbnail on like the GLP website, it shows that he changed his name because he told the story. If you Google it, you see where before you open the link, it says Bustamante tells the story of changing his name in honor of a man who adopted him. When you open the page, you realize they've updated it.
A little bit. Me have a problem. Hold on a little bit. Me have a problem with that. Whose mans is this, bro? Who changes their name for another man? Adopted or not? To go as far as to change your name for another man, red flag. But moving on, let's continue. That's a red flag for me.
And there are stories that were on the Gleaner that have since been removed. You see them when you search, they're in the search, but when you click it, you see that it's removed because the JLP is actively trying to change the narrative. Bustamante told the story himself. Here we go. This is Wikipedia. He was born to Mary Clark Nee Wilson, a woman of mixed race, and her husband, Robert Constantine Clark, the son of Robert Clark, a white Irish Catholic planter in Blenheim, Hanover. His grandmother, Elsie Clark Shearer, is also the grandmother of Norman Washington Manley. William said that he took the surname Bustamante to honor a Spanish sea captain who he claims adopted him.
Hey, who mans is this? Oh, mans is this?
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way know why they take it the wrong way.
In his early life, and took him to Spain, where he was sent to school and later returned to Jamaica. However, he was born to Mary Clark Nee Wilson, a woman of mixed race, and her husband, Robert Constantine Clark, the son of Robert Clark, a white Irish Catholic planter in Blenheim, Hanover. His grandmother, Elsie Clark Shearer, is also the grandmother of Norman Washington Manley. William said that he took the surname Bustamante to honor a Spanish sea captain who he claims adopted him in his early life and took him to Spain, where he was sent to school and later returned to Jamaica. However, Bustamante did not leave Jamaica until 1905, when he was 21 years old. And he left as part of the early Jamaican migration to Cuba, where employment opportunities were expanding in the sugar industry. He returned to Jamaica permanently about 30 years later, in the 1930s. What was he doing in Spain? What was he doing in Spain? What was he doing in Spain? Further to that, he was married 4 times. 4 times. His 4th wife was Gladys Longbridge, who he married on the 7th of September 1962 at the age of 78. He had no children. No children. He was married 4 times. Doesn't say who he was married to 4 times, only the last wife, which was Gladys Longbridge. But he had no children.
Hey, who mans is this? Oh, mans is this?
Guilty! That nigga is guilty! Take his microphone. Just a minute. Just a minute. Take his microphone. Usher him out. Usher him out. Usher him out.
What is going on with Bustamante? Oh, you're married 4 times and only one of the wife they name. Well, we don't even know if say that story is serious. We don't even know if a woman is married to. Right? The man take the name of somebody that is alleged to be his adopted father. But him know him parents them. That not weird. That not weird. Are you married at 78? And the only person who you're married to that is mentioned by name and gender is the last one, which is your wife, Mary Nee Wilson. And the man changed him last name for a man. People, something alright. But that story, and I first me hear about this, you know. More big up right mango, you know. Me I go play one more time. I may not disturb the video. But my question is, how you got Spain for 30 years? 30 years, brother? and then you take the man name and you claim to say your adopted father. We know in a family say stepfather and them something there. Trouble more time in a whole heap of situation. So we never act as if dysfunction is not in families when the parents, them are step parents. We're not gonna do that. So what really going on with Bustamante? Was Bustamante a victim? Or I don't know. That story are really, really weird. I'm come across and I say, yo. And this person has a different day yet same propaganda. So him never go a Spain for 30 years. Him never change him name from him original name to another man name. Him never married 4 times and only know one of the wife them. Or if one of them a woman. Yo, let me tell you something, man. You see, this in a them time there, if you're married and you're off, if you're of the colorful community in those times, you would have to hide. You understand? You would have to hide. And it was prevalent in Europe. Spain? Oh, most definitely. So, I'm not saying that he was, part of that community. But isn't this mighty strange, guys? I'm just asking. Let's hear the story
adopted
again.
At 21. Lived in Spain for 30 years. At the age of 78. He had no children. No children. He was married 4 times. Doesn't say who he was married to 4 times. Only the last wife, which was Gladys Longbridge. But he had no children. And he was adopted at 21 by a man where he lived in Spain for 30 years. 30 years. This is going to be my last William Alexander Bustamante video, or Alexander Bustamante, otherwise known as William Clark. This is going to be my last video on him because the information is readily available, and even when you Google it and the thumbnail on like the JLP website, it shows that he changed his name because he told the story. If you Google it, you see where before you open the link, it says Bustamante tells the story of changing his name in honor of a man who adopted him. When you open the page, you realize they've updated it. And there are stories that were on the Gleaner that have since been removed. You see them when you search. They're in the search, but when you click it, you see that it's removed because the JLP is actively trying to change the narrative. Bustamante told the story himself. Here we go. This is Wikipedia. He was born to Mary Clark, Nee Wilson, a woman of mixed race, and her husband, Robert Constantine Clark, the son of Robert Clark, a white Irish Catholic planter in Blenheim, Hanover. His grandmother, Elsie Clark Shearer, is also the grandmother of Norman Washington Manley. William said that he took the surname Bustamante to honor a Spanish sea captain who he claims adopted him in his early life and took him to Spain, where he was sent to school and later returned to Jamaica. However, Bustamante did not leave Jamaica until 1905 when he was 21 years old. And he left as part of the early Jamaican migration to Cuba, where employment opportunities were expanding in the sugar industry. He returned to Jamaica permanently about 30 years later, in the 1930s. What was he doing in Spain? What was he doing in Spain? What was he doing in Spain? Further to that, he was married 4 times. 4 times. His 4th wife was Gladys Longbridge, who he married on the 7th of September 1962 at the age of 78. He had no children. No children. He was married 4 times. Doesn't say who he was married to 4 times, only the last wife, which was Gladys Longbridge. But he had no children. And he was adopted at 21 by a man where he lived in Spain for 30 years. 30 years.
Emotional damage.
What can go so? What can go so?
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
My people, Dan Augustus. Boy, listen me, no man. Not my word. As you can see, she came with the receipts and some very, very good questions. One right mango. Jeez and peas, no sir. People don't tell me what think about that in the comment section. You understand? Joseph Hewitt, what you say? Joseph Hewitt say, you know, the fact them don't have no children and married 4 times kind of weird. Godson, big up. Yeah man, the fact saying married 4 times and have no children kind of weird. And one thing when they don't have children, you know. Cause enough man and the youth and then go around and them sleep around with a bag of woman. You understand? That's another weird part. The weird part is married 4 times and have no children. And you go a Spain when you're 21-year-old for 30 years. Change your name to adapt to. Listen me no man. We are gonna move on. Wanna tell me what you think about that in the comment section. No sir. This no normal. No normal at all. Moving on. The eagle fly, you know. So the eagle fly yesterday, people. Jeez and peace. Daryl Vaz, why you do it? Why you do it? Why you let the eagle fly? What yo? Alright. So ladies and gentlemen, Daryl Vaz got caught with his foot in his mouth. And you know, say the eagle sharp already. So we have the evidence to back up what I'm saying. You understand? And we're gonna play it right now for you. So without any further ado, please remember to like the video, share the video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the platform and click the bell and click all so you can get all notifications that you won't miss a video. Like so many of my wonderful subscribers that miss videos of mine every day. Alright, J Macon, big up. Say my father knew Bustamante in Cuba. By my father's account, he was an informant and a money lender. Oh, tap up the likes there for me people. Tap up the likes. Godson, big up. Everybody big up on both platforms. He was married to what? Joseph say he was married to a man. You know some don't know. We are move on to Daryl Vaz. Not too terrible. We are move on to Daryl Vaz. People, some serious allegations has been levied at Daryl Vaz. Now we're going anti-match block and we have to examine it. Let's go. Listen to this.
So this are too much for the people them bear in a Jamaica. Yeah. This are too much for the people them in Jamaica. This man I get up and if you not step on and you're not spilling guts, right? Yes. Right? So this man get up and think no him hear bunting talk. So him think no him have a leverage. So water and fish headless and big mama them call him and fish headless them right where them are right. Because when read out a fish headless right that. You know water. Cause him read out fish headless right when talking you know. When they put him word and everything. And it's easy. You can identify them by them word, them move, everything. By that, even them writing. Because him write and him don't know if it's style people and talking or writing a different way, different poem talk, him don't know that. So me can't
Embarrassing.
You know
He needs some milk.
You want a piece of shit. Yes. Alright. Yeah man. Invalid. But when me just said a while, I'll press full. This guy leave, I'm not sure to say him a liar. No one sure. I'm going to put up this first. The first thing I want to put up, I'm going to make a hear my chat to Dear Jackson Miller. Right? So I'm going to put up this first. Now put up this first. Yeah, I'm going to put up this first. I'm going to look at, no, I'm going to look at the boss. And then I look at, yeah, I'm going to look at this. Look at the name of the thing where I'm carrying the thing then, right? So I'm going to put that first. And then we'll give him some advice. We'll get some free solicit advice. See? Yeah, man. Don't be too now going to some free advice. You know? All right, I'm going to move this. This we can prove say you're in Canada, you know, brother. This is not this is June, brother. The 30th of June, you see it? Daryl Vaz in Canada. And this was 4 days before. So you don't know, so I have a screenshot of you in Canada, brother. You never know. Don't. And a bus here, look. See, you put up the bus, here.
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
See,
Embarrassing.
You notice, me make you see the timestamp when I have it. If not know, so I have this. Because for me in the place, him put it up with screenshot that I have it. And see it have timestamp, to show you the timestamp. So, we have a competition with you, Daryl Vaz. We are on competition. Canada are on competition with you. Forget boss, brother. See, I'm going to show it bigger. See it up? Timestamp, I'll show you, you know. Hold on, then. I'm going to show you this. Hold on. I'm going to move this first. I'm going to show you something in Canada. See that, people? This is what I put up. And you see, 4 days. See there? It's in Daryl Vaz. I see tick him tick. It's in Canada. And him show with the boss. We can't beat me have it. Then, him don't know so me have this, you know. I release, but that's I release it. No, you know, this is not everything me release. Because you have to work like the feds. So you have to gather information. When I say me gather information. See? Remember me tell you something, I have something that make talk or something, it jerk up the whole place. That's true, man. Remember me not do tabloid. But we know when to release things and when to not. And then you have certain things where you try clean for release it. Because remember you know, give up people. No, him put up this. Him don't know so we have it. I could have put up this by itself. But you want to see when him there in the place. Yeah. You want to see when him there in the place. In come and look boss. And take the picture for the boss.
Yo, somebody said they don't understand the language. Well, it's Jamaican. What he's saying is that this person, the Minister of Transport, Daryl Vaz, was in Canada. And he posted when he was in Canada. And he was in Canada for 4 days. And he was looking for school buses to purchase in Canada. A lot of people don't know he was in Canada, but because Mr. Lonesome lives in Canada, he was... Mr. Lonesome monitors all of these people. Their movements and everywhere they go. Alright? CJ, what? CJ, what's her name? CJ Brogdon too. He is pissed off. That's a fact. So, this is important because of what he's going to say further down. Alright? So, let's listen.
Then when I come talk about Canada, we are on competition with you. May I teach you something about Canada too? May I wipe out that? So see there? See there? Me have this from the 30th. You see when that reached me? And in the 4 days. See my Daryl Vaz in Canada. 4 days. You see it?
Somehow Canada and him and Jamaica is bidding for the same school buses that he brought out. So he's suggesting that the school buses are at such high quality that even Canada was bidding for them. But Mr. Wayne Lonesome is gonna debunk that. Yankee bless, big up. Let's continue.
Alright. So when yes. So Canada no compete with Daryl Vaz. I remember me say so, you know. Remember play that first before me show you it. Remember play where him say with Canada first. Not my word. Because remember me no do tabloid. Yeah, where him said to Dean Jackson yesterday.
Concerns raised by the opposition to school buses bought from the United States by the government for rural school routes. So first of all, the status of the buses. They are buses that have been retired from fleets in the States. Can you explain that for us?
So I explained that today that is not the fact. The fact is that these buses that we are about are buses that are coming out of certain of the areas that they serve in the system because the government of the United States has a policy where they actually give grant money to the bus operators and manufacturers to encourage the changing out of buses on a regular basis. So
listen, me have to pause right there, so. First, him say the buses are not being retired. Then him say one bag of gibberish and then lead back to the buses being changed out. Then if you change them out and retire them, sir. Is it just me? Is it just me? Bro, stop the cap, bro. Stop.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro. Hey, who mans is this? Oh, mans is this?
Listen to me. If you retire a bus from a system that it was working, or you change it, you have retired it. How did it become available for you to buy if it was still in use? Why can't he just be honest and say, you know, these buses are retired? He's acting like somebody is lying about that. They are retired out of the system that they were in. Yes, thank you very much. Jamaican. So they change out the buses because their depreciation and high maintenance costs. So they want brand new buses. And all the PNP saying, why you guys never buy brand new buses? Remember, you know, according to Daryl, you know, it's 1 year maintenance, you know. Them buy for the bus, them, you know. After that, them depend on them own, you know. I don't think you heard what I said. 1 year maintenance was bought for the buses. The $1.4 billion is included in that cost. So then get 1 year warranty. 1 single year. After that, we are on our own. So why is he, p-footing around the fact that the buses are retired? And listen what him say again. Me can't believe. Listen what him say again.
the government of the United States today that is not the fact.
It's rural school routes. So first of all, the status of the buses. They are buses that have been retired from fleets in the States. Can you explain that for us?
So I explained that today that is not the fact. The fact is that these buses that we are about are buses that are coming out of certain of the areas that they serve in the system, because the government of the United States has a policy where they actually give grant money to the bus operators and manufacturers to encourage the changing out of buses on a regular basis. So
it's a government like Jamaican government, central government will deal with this. You have different states, you have governors, and it break down. So you have to know who deal with the bus. So when I talk about everybody deal with them thing different, it matter bullshit. Let me tell you this. It matter bullshit. Yeah? So even if you change it by the waivers, that means you retire it. Okay. So, but when I talk about change frequently, the government now give money say buy a bus, so you change it. That is bullshit. Yeah? Alright. Continue.
It doesn't mean that because they're being changed out now, that it's because they're at end of life or any such thing. It is just a matter that there is incentives for that industry in terms of the actual school bus operations in the United States of America.
And that's because they want their buses in the school bus system to be as new as possible, wouldn't that be so?
That's correct. And what happens is that they go in.
Then I'm just slapping me now. That because they want the bus as new as possible, you know? Yes, that's correct. So, oh, yes, I'm not old bus. I'll tell them the oldest set of bus they got to come. Yeah? Alright, continue. You're not talking about Canada now. So I'm going to come in, Papa.
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is
for that
funny.
industry in terms of the actual school bus operations in the United States of America.
And that's because they want their buses in the school bus system to be as new as possible. Would not
Yes,
be so?
That's correct. And
All right.
what happens is that they go into
They end up slapping me now. That's because they want the bus for new as
buses are retired because the states want the buses to be as new as possible. And the question is, why does the Jamaican government don't want the same for our children? And then the prices of these buses, $1.4 billion for 110 bus. When you do the calculation, that is too much for these level of buses. These are what you call undesirables. But let's continue.
yes, that's correct. So oh yes, not old bus. Allow me to tell them the oldest set of bus them got to go. Yeah? Alright, continue. You want to talk about Canada now. So I have to travel properly. You can't talk about a country like that, man. You cannot do that. We not allow that. Continue.
into other areas, other private school bus operators, and also they are in demand. As a matter of fact, these buses that we bought, we competed with Canada.
You hear this? Them in demand, so I'm competed with Canada.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying.
These buses that we bought,
Stop.
we competed with Canada.
What did you say? Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
School bus operators, and also they are in demand. As a matter of fact, these buses that we bought, we competed with Canada.
Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support. The like button is free, heard?
Cannot do that. We not allow that. Continue.
So into other areas, other private school bus operators, and also they are in demand. As a matter of fact, these buses that we bought, we competed with Canada.
You hear this? Them in demand, so I'm competed with Canada. So you have to buy some bus. Don't think about it. Canada build bus. And we are going fully electric. I'm going to show you. We are going fully electric. You see, you have to stop these things. Stop these things. You know, say you chat bullshit. I'm going to fact check you. This is another time where you can't go around and tell you lie, you know. We know you have to tell lie decades now. Decades. People know you have to tell lie for decades, brother. Lies. And you continue. Right? You are competing, or you are competing with Canada. Jamaica have the kind of money. You yourself, with 1.8 billion Jamaican, gonna compete with Canada. Canada buy all bus with them feet, you idiot. Look here. No, I'm not tired, I know. But let me just teach him before we flag him this, because that touching, and this for country. Yeah,
That is funny,
so
honey.
I'm for Canada. I'm going to teach him something about Canada, because
Oh my
yes.
God, that is
Let me teach you a quick
funny.
thing about Canada. Because him don't know. So I could just teach you, because you're very out hard, you know. Very out hard. So I could teach you about Canada. Can I come back to the bus? But let me teach you something about Canada, right? This is a Canada bus system. Because maybe, you know, you're very out hard. Very out hard. So this is a Canada bus system. Read that. Facts. You see much bus? Not 40, 51,000. You see much kids?
Embarrassing.
He
needs some milk.
Listen. I don't want to stop the thing so much, you know. But this is very embarrassing. How Daryl Voss open up his mouth and say Canada is competing with him for these buses? when Canada wants to go to, is looking to go to electric buses. And them already have electric buses, and them are go fully electric bus by 2040, according to this document. The man have 51,000 bus, 2 million children. I could do the maths on that. 2 million plus children. Call it a 2.5 million children. See? And that we are going to do. We are giving them the highest number we think. So 2.5 million children. Right? Divided by 51,000. Right? 49,019. No, oh Lord, I did not do that right. Sorry, guys. 51,000 I said. Sorry. That is more like it. No, this bus system is a good bus system. Each of those bus carry an average of 49 kids, which you can hold. I just divided 51,000 by 2,500,000. You see a real bus system in terms of the amount of kids them have versus the buses. Them buses have to make 2 trips, 1 trip from any location, every single school good. 1 trip. You understand? Them not take 2 trips, 1 trip. So they can make sure so they can carry all the kids to school. So they gonna have adequate amount of buses for each school on the route them so they can get to school on time. Daryl Voss, pay attention. Let's continue.
Where I go? Yeah? Where I go? Full me show you. Facts. I get a facts check. You're very out of see that? We have a fully electric by them thing there. See that?
Big up Black Barbie, you know. Somebody, Jamaican, say, Vaz forgot to say that he was competing with farmers in Canada for the buses. He says that these buses are used to transport farm workers. Me backside. You know, so me can't bother. No.
Hereby wish the CESBA want all new buses to be electric, brother. See it here. I sell them the two. Who want go electric? But when I buy old bus. And if you look on Canada, we build bus. But you get to send for your 2 water, man. So look how much bus we have. I may show the kids then. I may show you diesel bus. Share of diesel bus. 70%. Can we have electric bus right now? But 70% are still diesel. We want to get rid of them. So 70% of this enough bus we have to get rid of.
Woo! Adapted.
So you tell me, say Daryl Voss, Canada where I try to get rid of bus them. 70% of them are old bus. Right? Or bus they already are used. So you tell me, say them I try to buy more old bus for the school bus system. Or is it like my friend said in the chat, ABR News Wagwan? No sir. This not normal. No, Daryl, you have to stop it, huh? Daryl, you must stop it. You know to do it. So Canada have 70% bus where I use electricity. 30%, sorry. 70% of them are old bus. By 2040, them are look for move completely to electric bus. And you, Daryl Voss, are trying to convince we, the Jamaican people, say Canada was competing with you for these old buses. And they are old because them can't new if them just don't come off of the lot. As soon as a vehicle move from off of the lot, it's being depreciated. These are the facts. Lena Wallace, big up. So them are trying to use. These guys are trying to use semantics, wordplay, right? To try and say, no, the bus them not really old, but them old still, cause them have 134,000 mileage for the. No, wait, it have 178,000. No, wait, it have an average of. Them keep moving the goalpost, and we're gonna get into it. We're going to get into it. We're not even beginning yet, trust me. Stick around, like and share the video. No, sir. The people are terribly here, man. Listen to this.
You to water that is the one get rid of them. So 70% of this are enough bus we have to get rid of. Yeah? We want to go full electric by 15 years time. You to water that. You to water that. By 15 years, geez, remember put it up big. See there? By 15 years time, we want to go full electric. Yeah? We want to go full electric. Well, our new buses can be changed, a new bus. Now all bus. Can you imagine? People hear this? Can you imagine? We have changed up the bus system because of cleaner place and everything, right? And you want to go.
Ooh, one of my contributors in the chat, my moderator said, mileage can be rigged before the buses get here. Ooh, question the integrity. Questioning the integrity of the buses. Ooh. And when you look at, well, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to jump the show. Yo, I'm going to keep that in mind when you say Black Barbie. Big up yourself for that comment there. Let's move on.
And say Canada now compete. Forget the old junk then for putting our system. Him don't even know how to build bus. Go look how to build it. Eh? Yeah, say Canada compete with him, so the bus them when him get him win it, him buy them over Canada. We have the money, we have the know-how, we build vehicle for the United States too. Market. We build a lot of things in Canada for over there. So. Eh? Him so disrespectful. That him go up and there and Jack similar to crap. Eh? So this make us rub him out. That a crap. That a disrespect. Yeah? And that shows him no know where my talk say, you know. I'm not sure where this busting I go on from. Him did a try to play politics with it, but them say I wait for thief and make money. Them say I wait for thief and make more money. So him come up with them how much thing. A garbage. You understand? A PR. A garbage.
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk. Canada compete.
Get them, and to get the amount, along with Panama, Guadeloupe, quite enough.
Them a compete with Panama and Guadeloupe. And remember, you know, you ask him if him did there when him buy the bus then. Can come look bus for Canada. See me just showing it, you know, timestamp. Panama, Guadeloupe. Me there Panama. Me think that like them place them run it like bus, like yes, yeah, yes. Them run the bus in Panama. Come there Panama City and them, but some of them all bus there. Like them me buy it. You understand? Me can't tell you this. See? So them run them they like normal bus. Okay? That man are out of that. Yeah, when just required. Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that because they're being changed out now, that it's because they're at end of life or any such thing. It is just a matter that there's incentives for that industry.
He might tell you all the world thing. I remember he doesn't tell you something all the time, you know.
So I went online to chat with the missionaries and they
That is funny, honey. That's funny.
Oh my
God, that's
for that industry.
funny.
He might tell you all the world thing. I remember he doesn't tell you something all the time, you know. And if he says, so you buy the bus, about you this, him can't tell him, I tell you who them run with the now. Can I tell be a bullshit? Brother, let me tell you something. But then I know what two different things. We can't fact check you. You can't this one country, brother. You can't do that. You can't do that. What about Canada 100%? You can't do that. Canada our country. Yes? So you cannot diss Canada. You understand? We are only to account and only foot to the fire. You can't diss no Canadian, you can't diss Canada government, not at all. We are back it 100%. Don't run with me. You're too out of that. See? Watch.
So school bus operations in the United States of America.
And that's because they want their buses in the school bus system to be as new as possible. Wouldn't that
Yes,
be so?
That's right. And
All right.
what happens is that they go into other areas, other private school bus operators, and also they are in demand. As a matter of fact, these buses that we bought, we competed with Canada to get them and to get the amount, along with Panama, Guadeloupe, quite a number of countries. Nothing.
And you take up 1 month and you compete with Panama, take Canada for your old young country.
No, yo, Black Barbie is on one today. Black Barbie says incentive of people leftovers. Yeah, what an idiot. Yeah, you was trying myself to laugh at that one. No, what kind of incentive is there for people to retire buses? The only incentive is that, brother, they don't want it for themselves and they must see if they can get one money for it. You understand? And in some cases, those buses are suitable for certain things. But to carry students, no. Because it's not up to par for the United States, so it shouldn't be up to par for us, Jamaica. See, you know, it's funny how this government says they're going into prosperity, but they keep buying old stuff. Prosperous people don't buy old things. As a matter of fact, prosperous people don't like seeing nothing old unless it's an antique with value only per money, where they can get more money pan, like painting and stuff like that, artwork, creative work. But not all buses, bro. If a rich man have a bus him have long time and it's running good, him have it long time and it's running good. But him never take up his money for go buy one old vehicle, bro. Them not doing it, bro. So where is the prosperity, Daryl Vaz and Andrew Honest? Why not buy old bus that other countries like the United States is not looking at? Them I sell them, I try to sell them out. And somebody tell me say farmers then use. Yeah, junkyard Jamaica, right? Somebody tell me say a farmer then use and carry farmers with in a Canada then bust it. And that would make sense. Farm workers. That would make sense. Eh? We say have something to drop soon. Yo, the way I see that started. Let's continue.
Sit water harder than in the yama this way.
Daryl Vaz gave a figure in $1.4 billion for 110 buses. You know. So you can average that out and it include maintenance 1 year. One year maintenance with parts and rate. Yes. So yeah, you can max out that. Per average at $12.7 million for one I busted. That's way too much money. Way too much money. This worse than the drill scandal, you know? This worse than the drill scandal, believe.
Yeah, yeah, this way. Eh? Yeah, yeah, more hard than lie. But these are lies. They are not believing in me now. Yeah.
Specific to Jamaica buying these buses as a single purchase for a country.
What's the age we're talking about and mileage?
So the age and mileage is between 8 and 15 years old. The mileage.
You reach 15 now, but you don't stay with 8 and 10. What happened?
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
No, Mr. Vaz. No, Mr. Vaz. No, Mr. Vaz. Me go play the tape now. Me want to listen to the first few minutes of Daryl Vaz, you know. I run off him out, you know. You understand me? I say, listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. when him there at the press conference, me make sure say me tape you and post, you know. Wanna listen to this. Listen to Daryl Vaz.
Of last week. 4 more are en route to Jamaica, and 18 more will be delivered on July 14th, and 28 each will be delivered on the 22nd of July, and the 30th, and the 29th of July. So, in essence, all 110 school buses will be here by the end of July. Among the batch of buses will be 47 small units, 32-seater, with engines designed to navigate remote areas, 38 mid-sized buses, which have 54 seats, and 25 buses designed to seat 72 people each. So the configuration is 3 different types of buses, obviously because of the assessment of the terrain that we will be traversing. As it permits, 10,000 pertains to the rural transportation system, I gave a commitment that I will also reiterate. The current activity represents phase 1 of the system. We intend within 2 years to import an additional 200 to 300 buses to serve the additional 625 schools with a student population of over 300,000. It is in the intention of the government to actively pursue the possibility of the introduction of not only refurbished buses, but also new buses, as we are doing for the JUTC. This government and this minister will deliver on his commitment to put in place a safe, affordable, and convenient system which provides quality service to our children and reduces cost to parents. Let me now deal with the criticism, if you want to call it that, from those members of the opposition. The ministry has taken note of the criticisms in the public domain coming from the ranks of the opposition regarding the plans being pursued to deliver a rural school bus system for Jamaica. The buses have been dubbed old by the opposition, who have also alleged that the buses are being brought in to kill off Jamaican picnic. Let me state categorically that July 5th and 6th, 2025 are among the saddest and darkest days in our history, based on these wicked, evil statements made particularly by Mark Rowling and Peter Bunting.
So Daryl Vaz, the 24-day them in a June, at Jubilee Hospital where they pity them dead. The premature pity them dead in the hospital. That are the darkest days them in Jamaica history. And when them say they bust them all, and we know our concern about the safety of the kids them, you know say you have a reverse mentality. You only major in your mind, you know. Things you know claim to say is like the dark days. Like when Andrew Warner said that it's dark days because the man build some shop for some, Mr. Hassan build some shop. Wanna say dark days are the dark days in Jamaica. But when Andrew Warner statutory declaration can't file and him a run for office and him a sue the Integrity Commission, these are not the darkest days. Well, let's continue. I just wanted to add that. I wanted to throw that in there. Yes, I am petty.
It is simply bad mind on steroids. I wish to categorically reject these allegations as false, reckless, and a desperate attempt to use our children to attain power at any and all costs. This must never be forgotten, and they must be judged and rejected out of hand for these wicked and evil thoughts. And a simple press release, which was sent out a few minutes ago ahead of my press conference, will not take them off the hook for this. Concerning the ages of the buses purchased, as we move to roll out the school bus system, let me lay out some facts. I'm advised that the average age of registered motor cars currently in the public transport system in Jamaica is an average of 14 years old. Prior to the recent purchases, the average age of JUTC buses in the fleet was 14 years old. I'm further advised that currently the average age of registered buses in the wider public transport system is 18 years old. And these figures are coming from the ITA and the Transport Authority. So these are legitimate figures and not something that I'm just picking out of a hat. The average age of buses being purchased under the Rural Transportation Bus Initiative is 10 years old. Some are below 10 years old, as low as 8 years old. The opposition has described the buses being purchased
Daryl said the average age of the buses is 10-year-old. What I want him to do is, I want him to qualify what I mean by that. I want him to qualify what I mean by the average age. Because average, average is funny, right? Averages is funny because you have, how much of the bus them is 14 years old, Daryl? How much of the bus them is 14 years old? Because if you have 60% of the bus them are 14-year-old, and you have 40%, are 8-year-old, you can average off a 10-year-old, If you understand what I say, most of the bus them can be old, So when I use averages, he's not being cogent. To me, he's being facetious. You understand? He might be, that little wordplay something there. You remember when Andrew said, I am not, it's not a lie. And that type of vibes then. It's not a lie. The average age is 10 years old. And some of the buses are under, it's like 8 years old. But Daryl, how much of the buses is over 14 years old, Daryl? If any. Can we get all the ages of the buses, Daryl? Can we get all the transcripts of the buses? Alright, if them have 5 of the bus them, a 17-year-old. Bro, you lied to us. 5 of the buses. If 10 of the buses them are a 16-year-old, you lied. And I'm saying if, I don't know. You can have couple of the bus them are 18-year-old. And you can still average. When you average 110 buses, with some of them being 8-year-old, you can still average at age of 10 years old for the bus them put together. Daryl Vaz and the government is acting like there's no risks involved, and the concerns that the People's National Party have is unfounded concerns, and them just bad mind on steroids. But let me hear him say yes again in this one, because at 8 and 10 average me, Let me hear him say yes.
8 and 15 years old.
Age we're talking about and mileage.
So the age and mileage is between 8 and 15 years old. The mileage
15-year-old Daryl. Oh, we move from average at 10 and 8 to hold on there. Breaks. We crack one code right there, so. The eagle crack one code right there, so hold on.
single purchase for a country.
What's the age we're talking about and mileage?
So the age and mileage is between 8 and 15 years old. The mileage
8 and 15-year-old in the people. At 8 and 10-year-old, the man tell, so they walk one. At 8 and 10-year-old, Daryl Vaz tell me a while ago in the press conference, you know. So how you move? When did he do this interview? No, you see him there. How you move from 8 and 10? Why the number have fluctuate and a change? Sorry guys. Why is the number fluctuating and changing, Daryl Vaz? How is that happening? But we are gonna let it, hold on, I could hear about it. I could hear about the other part. Hold on.
You reach 15 now, but you just say we 8 and 10. By you reach at the end.
is from a low of 60,000 miles to a high of 160, 170,000 miles. As I went.
The man just said on a minimum of 60,000 miles to a maximum of 160, 170,000 miles. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to know the vehicles that are at 160 and 70,000 miles. Why did they buy those vehicles? How much did those vehicles cost? 160,000 miles? How much year old is that vehicle? How much years it have left? And how is a 15-year-old vehicle with a potential of 160 miles? How is a vehicle like that be considered new vehicles? How is that even possible? Is there a new definition of new? But if it's a new definition of new, then the definition itself cannot be new, because them change the definition of new. So how is the new definition of new going to be new? The last time I checked, new mean fresh off the blade, not lot. You understand? You have refurbished, you have repaired, but the man said the bus them new 160,000 mile, 170,000 mile, and he never said that in the press conference. Make go back to the press conference tape. Me know so that blade not go long enough, but you know so we have to do it. Only listen to this.
Suggested that they would pay transport operators, including bus operators, and who they described as a little man with Probox or AR wagon. I assume that he means AD wagon to transport our children. Well, the fact is, the average age of buses and cars in the public transportation system currently is between 14 and 18 years old. It's way above the average age of the buses which are being brought in as part of the rollout of the National Rural School Bus. Furthermore, the buses under the Rural School Bus system generally have way less mileage and a better maintenance history compared to what exists in the wider registered public transportation system. The average mileage on the buses being brought in is approximately 135,000 miles, with some having as low as 70,000 miles.
People on ear, Daryl Falls get caught in a 4K again. On ear, Daryl Falls get caught in a 4K again. He moved from what, 70,000, between 70,000 mileage to 135, you know. Now 60,000, between 60,000 pound. When he talked to Dean Jackson Miller, he moved from 60,000, from 70,000 to 60,000 minimum, to maximum 135,000 to 160,000 or 170,000. Which is it? Daryl Vance, which is it? What is the real figures? You are confusing the electorate. You are confusing the public that you have a responsibility to give us cogent information. Look on some their face. Look on the general face. When you hear Daryl Vance say 160, 170,000 miles. Look on the man's face. The man is in shock. The man cannot believe what I'm seeing and hearing. Mighty God of Daniel, people no ball out. We can't take no more.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
You hear this? Continue.
Is from a low of 60,000 miles to a high of 160, 170,000 miles.
Another thing said this yesterday morning. You know 60,000 to a high at 170,000 miles. You know what is 170,000 miles on a bus? Eh? Him say 135. Let me tell you this, and that's what I tell you, say lie, truth up straight and lie all over the place. Listen back on them thing when I'm talking about 135. No, 160, 170,000.
You don't need a second job.
To me now got no further with that. Totally exposed Daryl Vaz. Totally. Him need to come clarify them statements, sir. Or we move from 60 minimum to 70 to 60 minimum, and from 135,000 to 160. Him not have one piece of paper in front of him with the information. I'm just a say it out time head. Or make a voice like that. Or do that. Or make a mistake like that. Virgin, 60 to 70,000 is a big, like, that's 10,000 more, right? You know? Between 135 and 160, you know, a 15,000, you know, or 25. Sharon, what's up, baby? Or 20, Dan Augusto, big up. Or 25,000 more, you know? 15,000 or 25,000 more in max. So that verse 10 we say we average mileage for the bus them at 60,000 to 135,000. And then now until the and Jackson Miller say 70,000 between 70,000 and 160 or 170. He doesn't know the figures. It seems, it appears he's making it out of his head. This man is the minister of government. Why is he not communicating cogent facts? And then they come and criticize the blog of them. And we appear own words. You said this. Not my word. Right? I thought about say we are push propaganda. One of the biggest propaganda I see upon nationwide the other day, I couldn't believe. You not hear Andre play last night? You not hear when nationwide say about the election and when it due? I want the biggest lie tell on social media and mainstream media. Fixing their audience mind. That is December election due. ABR News, and I see it, me I go play it. Not right now, but me I go play it. Trust me, me I go find it. Wanna tell me what you think about that in the comment section? Mighty God. No, sir. Big up Mr. Wayne Lonesome. Big up Mr. Wayne Lonesome, Eagle. Make sure someone go subscribe. We are moving on. We are moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, we still up on the bus, you know. Yeah, man, we still up on the bus, man. The thing get warm and crazy over Parnaja TV. This was an epic presentation from Andre C. As a matter of fact, I will have little to say because when I was watching this, my jaw did their ground. May I tell you the truth, the documentation that will be shown, you know, man. Let us get into it. Like and share the video. Chuck the AV, man. Like and share the video, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Welcome back, Jamaica. Welcome back. No one has left tonight. And I'm simply saying tonight, Jamaica, share up this live and the conversation will be so powerful and potent. The conversation will be so powerful and potent. All rise. All rise. No. All rise. All rise, Jamaica. Jamaica. We are at a crossroad. And at that crossroad, we need safer transport for our children. to go to school. At that crossroad, we're presented with the realities that all need to be transported. But at that crossroad, we have two options. Do we import buses that are old and outdated? Or do we present an opportunity of getting new buses? Or do we liberalize the taxis and transport operators in a way to give them additional funds to carry our children? There are several variables tonight, Jamaica. Several variables that we must consider. There is a minister of transport in Jamaica that goes by the name of Daryl Vance. High Court and to the Privy Council, I am making a submission as to what he presented to the public. I am presenting the evidences tonight to the High Court of the land for them to decide the future and the fate of Daryl Vaz and this government. High Court, your lady, my lords, what I'm being presented today is the preamble, my opening statements and my opening argument. And I will be using Jamaica, the opening argument from Mr. Daryl Vaz about the state of the buses, how they were procured, who carried in the buses, and the way forward with these school buses.
A test of the technology. A confident Transport Minister Daryl Vaz and Government Senator Bvrclips Henley standing behind the government's new rural school bus system. These two buses were purchased under a separate initiative for the Portland school bus system, but they're no different from the 110 buses purchased by the government from the United States for $1.4 billion, the majority of which will be rolled out in September.
The buses have been dubbed old by the opposition, who have also alleged that the buses are being brought in to kill off Jamaican picnic. Let me state categorically that July 5th and 6th, 2025 are among the saddest and darkest days in our history based on these wicked, evil statements.
In light of those comments, before taking the media on a personal tour of the buses, Mr. Vaz held a press conference to provide more details on the safety of the buses. First, the age of the buses. In providing context, he said he was advised that the average age of motor cars in the public transport system is 14 years old.
The average age of buses being purchased under the Rural Transportation Bus Initiative is 10 years old. Some are below 10 years old, as low as 8 years old. The opposition has described the buses being purchased as old, but suggested that they would pay transport operators, including bus operators, and who they described as the little man with Probox or AR wagon. I assume that he means AD wagon. The average mileage on the buses being brought in is approximately 135,000 miles, with some having as low as 70,000 miles.
Now to the concerns about the safety of the buses. In defending the decision to purchase the buses from the United States, Mr. Vaz indicated that the U.S. is widely considered the gold standard for the transportation of children globally.
The suggestion that discarded previously immobile buses were purchased are false. The buses purchased have at least 80% of their mechanical life left and are fully functional.
In going further, the minister explained that the buses were inspected by both local and overseas experts and passed all the safety inspections.
The opposition has also raised issues concerning salt and corrosion of the buses. The buses are rigorously inspected for defects prior to being approved, and no unit with a defect is approved for importation to Jamaica. It must also be noted that the rural school bus system will be equipped with the Thomas Built and Bluebird school buses, which are among the most desirable school bus brands in North America and other regions.
So the buses will be retrofitted with modern technologies to include a geo-tracking system so parents can know where their children are at all times, as well as security cameras, one of which will be placed directly above the driver.
My lady and my lord, in Jamaica, where we stand presently, importers of vehicles cannot carry in them beyond a time frame of 4 to 5 years old. But the government is able to carry in these buses. And according to him, my lady and my lord, the buses are on average 10 to 8 years old. But my lady and my lord, I am bringing a submission to you that the Honorable Minister on the 11th, 2025, Althea Matthews, the Director of Licensing and Certification and Enforcement for Mr. Hugh Blake, Trade Administrator, asked for a waiver of 3 pre-shipment inspection requirements for school buses, my lord. Please be advised that the permission has been granted for El Drio Limited to ship the following motor vehicles without the pre-required shipment inspections. Jury, are you hearing me tonight? But my lady and my lord, I have done my due diligence to check on the following buses. The Chevrolet Express VIN with the numbers El Hydro IG B655BG 8B1113564 color Amarlio. When I have done the due diligence, my lady and my lord, the bus in question is 11 years old. No, my lady, am I getting it right or am I getting it wrong? The bus in question, just a moment, my lady and my lord. Let me get back the statistics and the facts for you. The first bus was from 2011, my lady. When you look at the second one, the Chevrolet Express Commercial Cutaway RWD 4500-159 is also another 2011 bus, my lady. We go even further, my lady. The Thomas bus, the made Thomas built manufacturer, Thomas Bolt Buses Inc., model number HDX. Year is 2010. My lady, what the minister is saying is inaccurate. Therefore, the bus is 15 years old, my lady. My lady, can I go further with my arguments tonight? My lady, these are the buses that the minister has propagated, my lady, that costs between, on average, 18,000 US to 15,000 US per unit, my lady. My lady, the minister said that the buses are 10 years old and some are even up to 8. My lady, based on the submissions I have received, based on the investigations I have done on those VIN numbers, my lady, something is not right about the buses. I think I need to go further tonight, my lady. My lady, I want to put into exhibit the name of the company in question who has shipped in the buses. My lady, the name of the company.
Kilo Code is a powerful, open-source AI coding assistant that supercharges your development workflow.
In question is El Hydro Limited. The address of the company is 20 Bogue Industrial Estate, Montego Bay, St. James. But further to that, my lady, the name of the two persons in question who owns this company is one Mr. Philip Scott. And the other, my lady, is Atanya Morgan Francis. My lady, this is Mr. Philip Scott. And my lady, this is Mrs. Tanya Morgan Francis. The name of the company. But my lady, I went even further to do a search at the company's office of Jamaica, my lady.
Alright, you say Bangarang start, you know. Right, you say Bangarang start, you know. Hey. Why, Andre, hats off, sir. Salute. Hey, man, I ain't got nothing to say, bro. Salute, man. Damn. Check this out.
My Lord and my Lady, when I have presented the facts tonight, these are the names of the directors of the company, my lady. The company started in 2017. It closed. It closed, my lady, in 2017 and reopened. See there the facts tonight, my lady. The two persons in question. But my lady and my lord. When I did further investigations as to the substantive role of this company, I was expecting to see a company that had years of experience importing automobiles, cars, and vehicles. But my lady, when you look at the submission of the company, when you look at the titling of the company, my lady, one of their substantive things is manufacturing and chemical products. My lady, my lady, my lady, my lady. My lady, the company in question has a history of supplying chemical products. How then, my lady, can I stand, my lady, to make my further submission tonight? Soap and bleach, Courtney. Soap and bleach. And they have no turn, my lady. My lady, can I ball out? My lady, am I allowed to ball out?
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
You know, so we are going to go back to that point here later down in the show. Because one lady call in and reveal some things about the legalities when it come on to shipping vehicles where you have to go through as a business person. How on God green earth a company that ship chemicals from the manifesto and then description, how did they get this contract? These are legitimate questions. If what we're seeing here, the documentation is accurate and this is the country, this is the company. How soap and bleach reach in a vehicle? How that work? How them start ship vehicle and a soap and bleach them deal with? Oh. No, the advisors have to explain this, you know. Our government have to explain this, you know. Them Africa who own the company. Are really them people that own the company? Or are they holding it for somebody? Is it a situation where, just like the brother there, Donovan Williams, Donovan Williams in name, we say Anna him own the company. Donovan Williams just say Anna him own the company. Where the drill was procured through and bought through the $31 million drill. Is it the same situation? Are these people just the face of a company who own the company? This rabbit hole is going to go further and further. As I tell you, say, you see, every single thing where Pastor Peter Chambers say is coming to pass. Warm to Nightbat. Oh, Nightbat, tell me hello. Somebody name themselves Nightbat? That's crazy. Somebody actually. What one, Patricia? Miss Hutchins. Pick up yourself. No, sir, this serious. Black Barbie, soap and bleach. Soap and bleach.
Shift the parliament. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go Portland.
My lady, the company in question, I sent someone today to visit Bogue, my lady. And my private investigator has shown me that the company only has an empty building, my lady. The building is empty. No signs of chemicals. No signs of any bus. So my lady, my question is tonight. If a company doesn't have an history and a pre-recorded history of importation of automobiles and vehicles, how did this company, El Hydro, win the preferential bid, Jamaica and my lady, and the High Court of the land? How did this company win this bid? How did this company receive the tenure? How did the company...
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
How did this company receive the tenure? How did the company, who were the other bidders of this contract? Who were the other bidders of this contract? Who were the other bidders of this contract? How was the tendering process done, my lady? Is another question that must be answered. How was the tendering process done? Was there a public procurement? My lady, the submission that was granted said that 110 new buses would have come to Jamaica. It spoke to 110 new buses, my lady. But as I said, in the pre-shipment that was required, the 3 buses, and I will, for exemplary purposes and evidential purposes, my lady.
Why did you cancel your mid-journey?
Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing.
Purposes and evidential purposes, my lady. For evidential purposes, my lady, I want the public to get the VIN number on the 3 buses that were pre-shipped. Those 3 buses, if you get the VIN number. So my question is, of the 110 buses, are 3 old and the next 107 new? But I am questioning tonight, my lady. Why would you allow a waiver of inspection for 15-year-old buses when that only applies to new vehicles? Why did they say they were new vehicles with a signature from Danville Walker, my lady? A signature from Danville Walker speaking about new vehicles. And when you have done the due diligence and the research, Danville Walker, my lady. A signature from Danville Walker speaking about new vehicles. And when you have done the due diligence and the research, my lady, you would have realized that the buses are 15-year-old, 14-year-old buses. The minister in question, he said to the public that the buses are 10 to 8 years old. My lady, he should be charged. He should be charged for treason and misleading the public.
What did you say? Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Help, we see out of the ladder.
We need a divine intervention. What can go so? What can go?
And when you have done the due diligence and the research, my lady, you would have realized that the buses are 15-year-old, 14-year-old buses. The minister in question, he said to the public that the buses are 10 to 8 years old. My lady, he should be charged. He should be charged for treason and misleading the public.
Help. We see out of the ladder.
We need a divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people.
This is false documentation, Courtney. This is false documentation. False! This is fraud and bypass the procurement purposes. He must be charged. He must be locked up. He must be imprisoned. This is fraud, Jamaica. up for it. You could have used 1.4 billion and go to Toyota Jamaica. And you could get approximately 120 new coaster buses. He must be locked up. Daryl Vaz is a hardened criminal and he must be locked away. I checked the VIN numbers. I did my due diligence. I did my research. He must be locked up. He must be locked up for misleading the public. He must be locked up. Criminal element. Where is the next $933 million, Daryl Vaz? Where is the next $933 million, Daryl Vaz? Where? Mocha. 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 Mocha must carry this. And Mocha must lock them down. Imagine Jamaica. They said buses are new. And when you check the VIN number for the buses, remember the words. Can you play back what he said? He said the buses are 10 to 8 years old and they are new.
A test of the technology. A confident Transport Minister Daryl Vaz and Government Senator Bvrclips Henley standing behind the government's new rural school bus system. These two buses were purchased under a separate initiative for the Portland school bus system, but they're no different from the 110 buses purchased by the government from the United States for $1.4 billion, the majority of which will be rolled out in September.
The buses have been dubbed old by the opposition, who have also alleged that the buses are being brought in to kill off Jamaican picnic. Let me state categorically, darkest days in our history.
Taking the media on a personal tour of the buses, Mr. Vaz held a press conference to provide more details on the safety of the buses. First, the age of the buses. In providing context, he said he was advised that the average age of motor cars in the public transport system is 14 years old.
The average age of buses being 10 years old suggests with proof. Being brought in
more to you tonight.
Miles, with some having as low as 70,000 miles.
Jamaica. My lady. And Jamaica. Do I need to present anything more to you tonight? Do I need to present anything more to you all tonight? Do I need to...
Don't need to present nothing more than I need to present, brother. This is a cogent argument. This is a very serious allegation. I am going to say allegation, you know, for my own protection. Because you know them love so, don't you? But Daryl Vaz, you have to answer to these questions. This cannot go so. Because, first of all, the document with Andre show with the receipt, with the signature of Danville Walker, same name. Danville Walker have questions to answer. Is he gonna come and tell us that somebody fraudulently put his receipt on there? Is not him? Is he gonna tell us that that paper is false? You know, and if it's real, what is going to be the what is gonna be his argument? You know, remember that the buses did not go through any inspection. They were waived, you know. They were waived. And that waiver is only for new buses. So if the look how him broadcast silent on this bus saga. Who is that? Who's silent? No, these are legitimate questions, brother. Them need to answer this. Nobody can say this is propaganda. You cannot come and say Andre is spreading propaganda. You cannot say that. Because the man even he miss up until we say 135,000 miles and 170. Any vehicle we have 170,000 miles is an old vehicle. And the man upon that document he said the buses are new with Danville Walker signature upon it. So how it go? How it really go? $1.4 billion. How it really go? Let me see if there's anything else Andre says so we need to make a note of.
Present this company, El Hydro, win the bid to carry in the buses. You told the public the buses are between 8 to 10 years old. And the buses that got the waiver, the special waiver, are 14 and 15 years old. That Jamaica is my main evidence to prove to you all tonight that Daryl Vaz and this government cannot, should not, and will never, and should never be trusted with the public's purse. 15-year-old buses. Yes, Jamaica. The buses are 15 years old. $15 old. So, Your Honor, I'm asking you all to try. I'm presenting to you all today the evidences, and I'm asking for the jury to decide his fate.
You guys see the evidence. I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to do a part 2. Alright? And don't go anywhere, guys. I'm going to do the part 2 right now. So, you see the evidence that Andre has put forward. Excellent work. This is raising a lot of questions, and legitimately so, because it's just too much evidence that suggests high levels of skullduggery. I mean, the allegations are damning. This is corruption on steroids. I'm talking about bad man on steroids. This appears to be corruption on steroids. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know what you think. Big up Andre. Mighty God. Can't take no more further. It's too much. Too much. Way too much. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Continuing. Right? Continuing. This is part 2 of the school bus corruption and steroid saga. There was a lady that called in on the show after Andre presented his thesis. You understand, his evidence. And she raised something that I wasn't aware of. And I think we all should research so we can be more educated. And just off hearing what she said, it makes a lot of sense, because you have to go through a lot of regulation in Jamaica when you have business, especially when it comes to, bringing vehicles in the country. Oh yeah, taxes, all types of things. Yeah. Oh, let's hear what the lady has to say. Let's go. Like and share the video, guys. Don't keep it to yourself, alright?
Hello, caller. Good night.
Hey.
Yes, caller. Good night.
I just want to point out something. It's good that you put out those serial numbers. And there's so much anomalies in that letter. The 10 digits of the serial number represent the year, and I realize that 2 of them is like a 2010. 2 of them is at 2011 and 1 is at 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the fact that they put new,
yes,
and those buses are 14 and 15-year-old buses.
That is deception, That's fraud,
Yes, another thing again, Andrea, and I'm going to point out to you. In order for that person to bring in 2 commercial vehicles, they must be a certified used car dealer in order to bring in those vehicles.
Yes.
That person is not listed on the dealer listing any at all.
You're talking about the person who I talk Hydro? They're not a part of the Used Car Dealers Association.
You can go on the trade board site and look for the name. It is not there.
Mighty God!
So the fact.
Want to hear that? The lady. The lady just
emotional damage.
The lady went on the website and look up the company, because everything are public when it come out to registered companies, you know. She went on the website, look up the company, you know, and called in to say that the company is not registered and you need that registration to actually carry vehicles. And it would make sense that they don't have any registration. Black Barbie, you see what I'm going? It would make sense. Sorry guys, on Bolo VNR 2.0, sorry about that. It would make sense that they didn't have any registration, you know, because the company, according to Andre, is a company registered. The company is registered to for carrying soap and bleach. It's a chemical company, right? So if all of that is true, herein lies another problem. How did they bring in vehicles through that company if they are not properly registered? Sassy, how you doing? This is high levels of skullduggery and criminality, you know. If all of this is true, this is high levels. Mocha, where there? Where is Mocha? Mocha never running for KSMC the other day. Mocha nobody afraid to run in for the company, you know. Nobody afraid to run in for them, you know. In our ministry, you know. If dig up and find out what really are going on, you know. Mocha where there? If Jamaica is not a corrupt country, Mocha do your job. Where is Mocha? You remember the junker up on Mocha? Where we spinning roll? You remember that junker there? And the people in that video say, a witchcraft, Mocha, in the name of Jesus. If they witch, you know, you need to go find Jesus and do no job. Mocha, me not going to no excuse. Mocha need to go and do his job. Where is Mocha? Where Mocha there? Eh? Let's continue.
Not certified used car dealers.
Yes.
That person is not listed on the dealer listing any at all.
You're talking about the person who I talk Hydro?
Yes. And those buses are 14 and 15-year-old buses.
That is deception, you know. That's fraud, you know.
Yes. Another thing again, Andrea, and I'm going to point out to you. In order for that person to bring in 2 commercial vehicles, they must be a certified used car dealer in order to bring in those vehicles.
Yes.
That person is not listed on the dealer listing any at all.
You're talking about the person who I talk Hydro? They're not a part of the Used Car Dealers Association.
You can go on the trade board site and look for the name. It is not there.
Mighty God!
So the fact that it is not there, they are not certified used car dealers. And it is so unfair to know what a dealer have to go through to get certified each year in order to stay in business.
Yes.
And this person have nothing. When I say, imagine the man him do chemical, him have an empty building, he has nothing to show. Used car dealers have to go through a lot, you know.
Yes.
In order to have their business running, they have to show that they have a certified mechanic.
Yes.
They have to show their property tax monies that is paid, all the license fee, the different license fees.
Yes.
It is so wrong.
Nepotism and cronyism.
And for them to be asking for pre-inspection to be waived.
Yes.
Right now with the pre-inspection.
Yes.
Or wrong engine number, they are not doing it properly, or even wrong engine number you're getting on documents. And I mean, when I saw that, I said, oh my God, this company, all they would allow to bring in is one commercial vehicle and one private vehicle. Because they will be treated like a normal individual. Only a dealer can bring in more than one commercial vehicle.
Ball out! Whoa! Yo. Jamaica need help!
Lady, what you just said?
Jamaica need.
Some are got charged for corruption.
Lady, what you just said? So all we're talking about is fraud.
I hear you, but I'm telling you, it's added to the fraud. It's adding to the fraud.
Mighty God.
It's adding to the fraud. There must be fear to people. There must be fear, Andre.
Wow.
As an individual, it is treated like a company that is not a dealer. You're allowed one commercial and one private vehicle per year.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that information.
That's it, Andre.
Thank you for sharing.
That is the second big, well, there was so much bombshells that was dropped on the show last night, but in terms of the old school bus scandal and the company with the bleach and what this lady just revealed to us. Come on now, ladies and gentlemen. That is high level of corruption. That is corruption on steroids. The company is not registered? Really? The company is not registered? You know, if there's anybody that is listening to me that is a used car dealership, I would love to have a conversation with you about what you guys go through to keep your business afloat and have the proper registration to get things done. What is the procedure? Because, you know, somebody's calling me. Wait a minute. Somebody's calling me. This person, why they hang up? Yeah. Wait, so we missed something? What is that? What is that? No, they didn't miss it. They spoke about it. Him just said it a while ago. That's why the lady called in, because he spoke about it before. He said the waiver is for is for only new buses. You understand? But these buses is 14 and 15-year-old. So these buses should have never been given a waiver. So basically what Andrea said, it's a big fraud to put on the signature that the buses are new. You understand? And then they gave those buses a waiver of inspection when them reach the place. Him talk about it, man. Him talk about it. Yes.
At the press conference.
Buses
were vigorously checked.
Yeah, him said they were vigorously checked overseas. Him said them send a team overseas and vigorously check them. Him never said them checked at Jamaica.
Exactly. And he said, but then again,
who
did he ask for the waiver? Who can people?
I don't know about them asking. I don't know. Remember, I said them are the government, you know. I think them ask, them just say the bus them new and waiver them. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Request, yeah man. But them are gonna give them the waiver because them are the government. You know, sir.
Now the overseas waiver, overseas my ask for the waiver not to be done. Well, for the inspection not to be done.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I think it would be out here that they do an inspection, right? Because mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. All right, my general. Respect. All right, my boss. Me love that. Thank you, sir. Respect. Yes. Say that again. Wow. Thank you for that flattering statement. Respect. All right, my general. Respect, yeah? All right, people. So Bvrclips, now hear me? Yes, sorry about that, my people. Microphone cut off a while ago. You know the USV something, but this lady I can drop a bombshell palm with boy with this revelation about, and I think it's just common sense because Jamaica is a lot of red tape with everything. So for you bring in multiple amount of vehicles, you know, so them go tax you, inspection, and remember say them not bringing certain amount of vehicle. And Andre even mentioned it. Them not bringing certain year vehicle. And the lady said and the VIN numbers, the first 4 letters is the actual year. Our first 2 letters is the actual year of the vehicle. So a 2010 and a 2011 vehicle cannot be considered new. Come on. Well, let me know what you think about that. We are going to move on to the next part of it. Zane. Why I don't know. I think I have to just put this one by itself. Yes, I have to put this one by itself. Ladies and gentlemen, head boy check in, you know. Andre show, you know. Mighty God of Daniel. And he came with all types of nuclear weapons. Let us hear what he has to say, ladies and gentlemen. Let us hear what he has to say in regards to the open disgrace of corruption and steroids in Jamaica. He was naming names, not my word. I cannot verify nothing. Let's go.
Go get high standard of security because what I am doing is not normal. No normal man do them something and get away with it. So now if you look out for the teacher. Hello, good night.
Good night, Professor.
Hey, Lord Jesus.
Let me tell you. Yeah? Remember, you know, let me give a history of this man they call Scrappy. Yeah?
Yes.
And then you'll realize why he did what he did. When Scrappy became the head of the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, remember it was the JLP who gave him the position, you know?
True.
You remember that?
Yes.
Right. Remember too when he was at Customs and he was going on with his shenanigans, it was the JLP who defended him?
True.
Now, let me tell you how close this man and Daryl Vaz is.
Yes. So him write the false letter talk about the 110 new boss that are Scrappy.
He should be picked up a morning by the flying squad for the fraud in the state of resources.
True.
Let me tell you something. The law of trade, the duty of trade. Trade is an international law, you know.
Yes.
You know that it meaning, as you know, it is similar to a United Nations law. So you
Yes.
can't just violate trade just like
Trade
that.
law,
He
true.
misrepresented himself before the trade board.
Yes.
He has perjured himself before the trade board. And Norman Dunn, well, at the time was because how he got to the board, was
Yes.
because Norman Dunn appointed him, and he appointed him because he was a financier of Norman Dunn in the 2018 election. How do I know that?
Yes.
He received a mining license from Minister Montague, Bobby Montague, when he was Minister of Transport and Mining, to mine out the river when you come into Agualtaville.
Whoa.
Yeah?
Yes.
Ball out! Whoa! Yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
He was mining out the river, right? Coming when you come down near there's a little district there. The people in St. Mary know where I'm talking.
It's a syndicate of them. A syndicate of economic colonizers in this country.
Right? He was the largest supplier of material to the road project for the construction of the Junction Highway. The money with this $400 million, almost $1 billion waste.
Yes.
Yeah? Almost $1 billion waste. Let me tell people who this Scrappy is.
Yes.
Yeah? He's a personal friend of the minister. Who they have when they have their drinks. Either them have them drinks down at Portland, or them have them drinks up at Stony Hill.
Yes.
Hello? Yes. This is a crying shame that they would do something like this and misrepresent the facts, stealing from the children again. I thought Royal Reed would have taught them a lesson. But you know what it is, teacher?
No,
I'll
tell
tell
me.
the people of Jamaica. Daryl Vaz does not want any Jamaican children to be educated.
Yes, me yes, I'm really clear out the river for true. Scrappy, done and Scrappy. Them say him clear out the river for true.
Teacher, you know when me talk, me not guess and spell.
And them say him change the direction of the river.
And it has created serious issues in other parts of St. Mary.
Whoa.
And they knew that they were not supposed to.
We
need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
And children to be educated.
Yes, me yes, I'm really clear out the river for true. Scrappy, done and Scrappy. Them say him clear out the river for true.
Teacher, you know when me talk, me not guess and spell.
And them say him change the direction of the river.
And it has created serious issues in other parts of St. Mary.
Whoa.
And they knew that they were not supposed to be mining the river there, but that was not where them stopped. He Scrappy and Daryl Vaz's son and the same man who hand over the bus them yesterday as the chairman of JUTC, our chief executive officer of JUTC, the former commissioner, all are
Owen Ellington.
in a ganja, in a ganja business in something in Clarendon.
Mighty God. These are economic colonizers.
Yeah, so no make them fool you. Yeah, no make them fool you. So this is what this was an intent. And Andrew, if you know about it, because let me tell you.
But you realize how all this, you recognize how the chopper prime minister silent in all of this though.
Andre, you came from the Labour Party, but I grew up around the Labour Party. I was never from it, but I grew up around it. I can tell you this, that any money need to move is Daryl them go through. You and I know.
Yes, anytime.
Daryl is the man who's Daryl is the launderer for the JLP.
So you think that this is election money them taking out?
It was election money, and that is why they were hell-bent. Who would launch a bus system before the start of the school system? The school lock.
The message me I deliver. You know what me deliver it. For me name them can put on them pot. If I one preacher make Jamaican dagger can yam food, I'm asked you what. Led by Andre. But when I say Portland, me never call no name. But sure me can, me no call no fool. But me I tell some people, This year 2025, the plumb line has been drawn. Who not dead and lose sleep. God want back Jamaica, one way or another. Jamaica belong to God. Lift your God bless on another church. If you're not lift your hand, you're a hypocrite if you don't love me right now. You're not supposed to there. Lift your hand and say, Eternal Father, bless our land, guide us with your mighty hand, keep us free from evil powers, be our life through countless powers. Lift your God bless on, you're a hypocrite. Before God and all mankind, we pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, wisdom and courage of my the strength and vigor of my back in the service of my fellow. Where are they? You can't go up. I promise to stand up for justice. Come like, you don't forget, you're hypocrite, you forget the pledge. And that you're not loyal no more. You don't remember the pledge. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood and peace, to work diligently, to think creative, and give generous, so that Jamaica may. Under what? Under who? Under who? Under who? Jamaica under God. Jamaica under God. Jamaica under God. Jamaica under will increase in beauty, fellowship and prosperity. We will play our part in advancing the welfare of the whole human. I am giving you a warning.
Come like some people need to remember the pledge and the oath of them take to this country, especially the politicians them, will have a higher responsibility. Cause them things when me a hear, Bridget. I don't want to believe so them things are true, you know. I don't want to believe so them things are true, brother. So you tell me say I just Alibaba and the 40 thief them there in the parliament. And that you not tell me say? You not tell me say the man are really some economic colonizer. And the man only see green, pun intended. The dollar bill. Dollar bill. That's all the man them see. That's all of them see. My God. No, sir. Why? Father God, me done ask you already, you know, me done pray to you already, you know, Father God. And I continue to pray now. Me ask you to take back this land, Bridget. Please, take back this land. We need a reset. Everybody were involved in a corruption. If they not say righteousness, God remove them. Just remove them. Remove them, Father God. The innocent can't take no more slaughteration. If they not say God and righteousness, Father God, remove them. Can't take no more. No, sir.
Money, and that is why they were hell bent. Who would launch a bus system before the start of the school system? The school lock. School lock.
Oh.
Shouldn't they take the time to run it out and roll it out and test it with summer school? Maybe, possibly. There are some other programs over the summer to see how it roll out. Right? Remember, you know, the requirement for these buses was that they're supposed to JUTs when they're introducing a fleet, brother. It's 1 year, then take and test it. 1 year. This was never done in this situation, especially with older buses. It was never done in this situation.
My God.
This is the camp. I tell you again, and I'm going to say it again. This is the campaign money, but Lord, I'm glad Andre catch them. You see all you? Big head Xavier man? Yes, man, no campaign money for you. You see all you Anne-Marie Vaz? No campaign money for you. You see all you Agintai? Because this was also deliberately attempted to send some of this to Agintai and Norman Dunn. You see the two, you no going to starve for resources. This was intended for them. This was intended for them to use it to vulgarly campaign on election day. But
Wow.
God not sleep. Teacher, keep
So
up
we
the
catch
good work.
them. We catch them.
We catch them with their pants down.
So we need to find back the 950 million then.
But teacher, look at this. We need to find the money, but look at this. If this is happening currently now at the JUTC, imagine what is happening at the NHF.
Mighty God.
If this is happening now at the NHF, at the JUTC, imagine what is happening at the Ministry of Labour and Social Security through the criminal program where them create called Solidarity.
Mighty God.
Anyway, hold strong, teacher.
Mighty God. All right, head boy.
Why? Why? I don't know. Only God can fix this. If what Ed Boy is saying is true, all of it is true, right? You're talking about a web of corruption and steroids. Everybody are full and cry. You understand? My God. Jamaica, what we are going to do? This is my suggestion, you know. And it might sound simple and corny to some. We need to pray and ask God for guidance and protection. Literally. Guidance and protection. Because we can't walk alone. We cannot walk alone. All these pipe bombs that the man they find. Right? The police, the police them say, ladies and gentlemen, say them not arrest nobody. Jesus have mercy. Father God, we need you, oh God, me I tell you, say, Father, we couldn't need you more. If me never recognize before how much we need you, we need you now. Me recognize now how much we need you, Father God. This can't work, Father God. What are we gonna do? What we are gonna do? No, sir. See, me can't find the part. And the only reason why I'm not cover the story with the guy, the Dean story, you know, because me never cover that story there from the start, you know. And the only reason why I'm not cover it. But you know, we are at a serious juncture. Let me see what I'm going to say.
Opportunity of getting new buses.
So why am I not hear this up? Oh.
Taxis and transport operators in a way to give them additional funds to carry your children. The core. I was flabbergasted to know that this happened. How did she have Miss Viola body so long? I wouldn't be surprised. Which is the new media. Wholeness doesn't have control over the new media. Think about. And you even have the 50s. Still unoccupied. And the one in Manchester where we're spending the $400 million. Still unoccupied. And the money is being spent for it. Those monies, Jamaica.
This story about TAJ. TAJ says Greenville retrofitting on track amid delays and millions in lease payment. And remember the two building them? Willie Dan, may I tell you. Wanna remember the two building them when them a pay lease for? Who remember the two building them? Well, they're still paying the lease on them. And the buildings are empty, they're not functioning. Remember the tax, remember Norman Dunn have a building where I get hundreds of thousands of dollars a month from the government for, while being a member of government, being paid hundreds and thousands of dollars a month. If you come a parliament and say nothing and advocate for nothing and never do nothing. And when they talk about these things, the only thing them can say is people bad mind. I never see nobody give them money to somebody to do a work. Hard earned money. All if our whole family put the money together, which we are the family. We the Jamaican people are the family has entrusted these people with our tax dollars. Right? We have entrusted them with our tax dollars. And this is what we get. Oh my God. Head boy. Wow, man. That's all I gotta say. Wow. Like you guys let me know what you think about that. Because him call a whole heap of name. Norman Dunn, Danville, Walker. Me all write them down. Where my phone there? I'm gonna leave my phone. Jesus, my leave my phone on this. All these names were mentioned a while ago. Pum's wife. He mentioned Pum's wife. Alleged that the money from this bus scandal, this alleged bus scandal, right, is going towards election. Have yourself a winning made wagwan. Me can't tolerate nobody where make those types of utterances in my chat. Just lying about the People's National Party and talking about a third term. You mean a prison term? That you mean? And you know these people are so dedicated. I wonder if they're getting paid to do this. Cause in my comment section you have to subscribe for 20 minutes before you can type if you have a new subscriber, you know. And this person came here, subscribe, and get blocked forever for supporting the most corrupt regime in the entire universe. Not even just Jamaica. Andrew Owen's government is the most corrupt regime in the entire universe. Me say that without fear or fear. Listen to me. When all is revealed and all the evidence come out, some people where they behind the scenes and are going like say they can't talk and you don't hear from them all long. When I go find out say them apartheid 10 or you might have reached 15 or 20. People who can't explain their wealth in the Jamaica Labour Party. You know, mark my words, you know. This is a prophetic utterance. Me I tell you right now, say, you are going to see more people revealed in the Jamaica Labour Party to be corrupt. You know, go drop a ground. You can't go believe, say, them the people they involved. God is going to lift up the skirt and disgrace them. Watch what go on. I'm saying, let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Now, you know, so the eagle fly this morning, I'm going to go check it, you know. I've got to check the eagle. Jeez and peas, where the eagle there? Where the eagle there? Me said the eagle fly this morning, people. You know not here? When me say the eagle fly, you must know. One miss away and Lonesome. No, sir. Let me go over the fast and see where you're going with. Me go over the fast and see where you're going with. People, like up the video. Like up the video for me, man. I'm supposed to get 170 likes right now. But then again, some labor writer watch. And them now hit the like button. Now that me find out. But them have views still. We know sound of the boat, man. No sound of the boat. I will know say a truth we talk. Alright. So we know.
Renegade.
We know that.
Why man when
We don't know that.
see?
You understand?
So the youth with the man.
No, Jesus and peace it there now. The whole thing mash up. Mighty God. Mr. Lonesome gone at the blouse and skirt fire. And I'm going to go over here so I make sure say people can see what I go on. Hey, Bangarang! Me have got tape this. It a tape? Remember say PMP in a rape. Yeah? You remember good. Sharon, oh, but that's something, no.
Renegade. Why man?
They say they eat, sleep, and drink corruption. They not ashamed.
This sad, that's sad,
man.
you know. That's sad.
Terrible.
When you have.
Anyway. God have mercy. Alright. Go back. Alright. We are beat it till you my burn. Alright, that's all. People, me don't know where the man I go say right. I say, you know, me I listening just like you know. Make we see the evidence where the eagle fly upon this company here. The same company where a soap and chemical, yeah, make we hear him say about soap and chemical company.
We could start from this. So the IHO place we get the contract and them carrying the place. See that? Because I look on it and I show them, we can see when it run and everything and I see one. So this is the place. No, this is a decade. Well, I'm not ready to show the decade yet. Yes. That place look like it's a place where I run and I deal with business and carrying big ton of people. Place is a closed place. That place not out, not running. When you see it for yourself, yes it is. Don't I'm gonna be that there. This is a place to lock down. Spider web and everything, you can't take a close up on it. This look like an active place too, no? No, not an active place. And see who themselves run the place here. That guy here. Yeah? Remember in 2023 this. In 2023. You have University of Technology Jamaica School of Engineering, Department of Chemical Agriculture and it'll show you one who look who the team. Charter in Jamaica Energy Landscape. LIJO. Yeah? By a DZ initiative. So it'll show you in name Philip Scott, President LIJO. But look at him, this is 2023. By a diesel them talk about. See? So it's the youth where them are use. Them have one who them are use. She want to must the secretary and part owner and thing, make sure I sit in a link it. Mark her name. Tanya Morgan Francis. See the next one here. Tanya Morgan, see that? See that? I'm put up that. See your mark her, yeah? Tanya Morgan Francis, yeah? Oh, she named Tanya Morgan Porter now. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let me show you something now. See? Take her back there now. We can take her back some things. The old boss them come in. Me I tell you say this guy him don't even have import license like that, you know. No. We can look on this. Cause me I tell you say them waive it. Right? Me look on this. We look on some of them things, yeah. See, I mean I show you say him. Vehicle don't require pre-shipment. So that please attend that certain that alright. Director. Alright. Look on this. See the guy active. I'm going to show you them we have all boss. You cannot we have all boss, right? But then we have the all boss. Let me show you something. But go pull up on this. Your sister female at Scap this, Philip Scap. Let me pull up on this. So see the all boss, man. Yes. Please be advised. See that pre-shipment. Please be advised that permission has been granted to I'm going to show you all of them thing there. See that? We don't require pre-shipment inspection. You never have no inspection on them like what Daryl Vaz after them get inspected. See that? See that right there, so?
That what you call a while ago was absolutely right. Caller. We called me earlier. You're absolutely right, my general. According to this, them waive the inspection before it left from over, so there was no inspection. Cheese and peace. Nobody call me back, you know. Don't call me back. But me have to give you props. That is exactly what the caller that said a while ago, you know. The caller that called me earlier when me did up on the phone, me don't know if I could hear him, but when I tried to relay everything that he was saying. What he was saying, ladies and gentlemen, is what him just said a while ago. Them wave the old bus them from the inspection before they were sent out here. Ladies and gentlemen, if that is true, a high levels of fraud that, you know, on a normal something, you know, because you're talking about, you remember what something say? Head boy say, there is trade laws, and trade laws are international laws. So this could be deemed as an international crime of fraud. Mighty God, and people coming in my comment section making statements that have no substance just to be blocked. Stay on topic. Talk about this fraud where we are looking right at, so our potential fraud. According to this letter, these buses are new. But when I check the buses, they are not new. Right? And they were requesting that they are waived. And them get the wave. But the bus them not new. The buses are not new. What is the? This needs to be internationally investigated. This is high level of potential skullduggery. If this document is accurate, this is high level of potential skullduggery, ladies and gentlemen. What can go so? My God, it get worse and worse the more you think about it and look into it.
Yeah. Them wave them. It's a wave. See that we have 3 shipment. It never get inspected. And see some of them, I see them here. See a living number them there. Please extend the usual courtesy sincere. And see that, see who you look at. See me here. Philip Scott. Hydro. L Hydro Limited. You understand? Yes. Look on the chairman down here, son. Danville Walker. And the one of them have be a corrupt.
Whoa! People, wanna see how the man highlight the blurred not document. Danville Walker, OGJP chairman. See Mr. Philip Scott, L Hydro Limited. If this document is authentic, ladies and gentlemen, these 2 gentlemen and anybody else that is involved need to be questioned, need to be investigated, and need to be charged. This is serious. My God. No, sir.
So when I want to come and tell about them waves, about them test and thing, test what? What them test? Eh? Let me draw back that one. Draw it back. Let me see this. Invites, commerce, invites. Yes. Anything what I'm doing, I must have some things invites 2 to 13. Yes. So never get no inspection. I lie them I tell them never do no inspection on them things. I will look on the youth, right? Alright, look on this. Let me look on this. Let me see this. Alright. Look on this, yeah. Okay. Invoice. Alright. Want to see the date, you know? Number invoice, receiver, terms. Alright, so I see them. So him can't tell me nothing and them give them a price. And them friend people, not for them what them get. What them get right now, $1,000 and $2,000 and them think that whole bus. Them not good. Them are whole thing with them get. With them not good. Them can't tell me nothing. I just look on the price, I hear the price for them and give it. People, them should investigate Daryl Vaz, Danville Walker, and who them bring in. This guy not supposed to bring in a bus neither. L Hydro. Them don't have the listen me. Hey, the big scam, you know. Another big scam. The bus itself are fault, you know. Wicked far. And then look on the price of them. See them there? We look on the price of them. But him come up on a dark foolishness. We see this. So them wave them. All right. We can move that one there. We could go in that one here. I see the company and all. You know, so we have everything. Everything we want to clear, we have them. You know. So no work on yourself. But just I want to put them up one. All right. Let me look at your company now. We can't look at your company because we can't see. Remember, you know, I have the company itself. I'm still own the company. So I can't look on the company. But I look on things, you know. That me tell you, say, black are different from investigative journalists. Different from journalists. You're vast. You can't come and rush nobody and call them no black boy. Very out order. Yes. Very, very out order, sir. All right. So remember, we are a very star company. We are a very star company. I can't open it and I say, let me see you, sir. And I say your name, Borg Industrial Estate. So we look at it, this is what I'm showing. It's a very star company. And a Borg, so the company they are Borg. Yeah? It's a company and a Borg. And I see when it's local, see the LI job. Yeah? And I see when we not say active 2007 incorporated. Look at the core part of the company, people. Tell me if you see there, you see any bus or anything where carrying people with import. Where do? Yes, sir. Look, yes, right, yes, sir. Look, core activity. What a company I do? Yeah? Manufacture of other chemical product. And it's active. The LI job. Yeah? This is a company? Oh, okay. So when you see carrying bus and the LI job, a manufacturer of chemical product. Okay. All right. So these are the company. See that? See company and it close. Yes, it close. Me not see that. Me not see no. It's a carrying all bus and them thing that carrying thing now people. Let me ask you something. Me are looking at the yard and me see any car lots. Me are looking to see car lot and big bus and trucks where they import. Me see it do something else. Me see it when they put it in it, they do something else. Right? But yes, so now it's a different thing me I see. Eh? Different thing me I see. But yes, the Daryl Vaz come out say my rush. No, Bella, we do investigative journalism. Yeah? Yes. Yeah. We do investigative journalism. We don't do foolishness. Some say them do. How them do chemical or something. So all them are carrying bus. Eh? Me could pass some way about to you know. All them are carrying old bus. Eh? All them are dislap down, you know, people. Come and look on the register company to have a see what them do. What them register for do. Me not see it say them at them register for bring in old bus and them I get wave and bring in things. These are them friend. See them they have him up at the science thing then at 2023. The Congress speech but wow. Them do chemical and all kind of things. Me not see him have no license to do nothing. And by the way, me not see upon the in. Me look past something else. Let me look past something else, yes. Let me look past ship list of motor vehicle dealers who carry import things. Motor vehicle dealer who import things. Let me look past some of them, yes. Can me not see your name on it neither. Let me look. Can me like double check. Let me see what you do. So let me look past this. And this now show me your name on it, brother. These are auto import companies. Yes. You know the on it. See the use. And you see the Executive Motor Limited. So these are the company them have bringing vehicle and all kind of things. But we don't see him on it. List of motor vehicle dealership. Me not see them on it. But me have the list. Yes. Me have the list. So we don't dealership, okay? All right. So Vaz, where you say you still a call with PMP bloggers now. Eh? I call me, I put the respect for when you man call me journalist. Call me a journalist. Or investigative journalist. Yes. I'm doing investigative journalism. Me not
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think the school bus thing get rid of. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It better never keep a press conference. It better Daryl Vaz never keep a press conference. Between Andre Stevens and Wayne Lonesome, Mystic Sensation, who else we know do some serious investigation. Then three there, what me know, and at half I press too. At half I press ever have receipt. Also receipt then delete. From where. Between them 4 people in my general. I no disrespect to nobody if them feel like them left out. Me I talk about when them money I break, them people I break some things, so me I say, yo, Jano, Will Rattigan off in it. I see him. You understand? Will Rattigan off in it. My investigator of all investigators. Actually did do it for a living. You understand? So Will Rattigan, Mr. Wayne Lonesome, Mystic Sensation and Andre. And when it comes to TikTok, on the local level, Jay Bryan. Bomba, yo! Jay Bryan breaks some of my most story them, brother. I don't know how the man find out them thing there. Or some voice note or some sitting. Me always give people in credit. You understand? And you see, Carlos our next one too, you know. No man, we are some serious journalists. We are some serious investigative journalists. Carlos are one of them too. Jamaica Carlos are one of them too. You understand? I will miss out nobody, please. Don't come for me. You understand? Don't come for me. I mean no disrespect. If we had the real what? This person said you are playing defense on this topic of school bus. No, there's no defense. There's no defense. No defense. What we have just unraveled. The jail piece in defense. What the man has just unraveled is the potential crime of all crimes. That is what has just happened. I don't know what you watching or what evidence you looking at. The only reason why I'm not black is because I was respectful in your statement. You understand? No, this is Talk Your Mind TV. You know, let me tell you about Talk Your Mind TV. Talk Your Mind TV have foresight and intuition. This when Talk Your Mind TV tell us say, this man them a do. No question how he know. It's a mystic. It's a mystic thing. Him have evidence to, you know. But you see we how him tie them together and tell you the direction of that. Remember, so Talk Your Mind tell you about the needs, you know, and what the man really are planning to do with the needs, you know. And you see what it needs to know to be. A long time man I talk about it, you know. Remember, so Talk Your Mind talk about the what you call it now? The Samoa agreement, you know. When them a come in with the law them to teach you them, you know. But them a man when them a girl and them a girl when them a man, you know. Right? Remember, say Talk Your Mind TV, they tell we say. And that the man them a come with, you know. Right? Remember, say Talk Your Mind TV highlight. Say Andrew Honest. Say when him young pan him report, I know report card. Some type of card then in them yearbook. Say him greatest fear is that he will be assassinated by one of his many enemies when he in a teenager, you know. Remember, say Talk Your Mind tell us, say, you know, Andrew Honest did something long time ago and come confess. Say him do wrong by the country, you know, and him never went a joke and ask them for him forgiveness. Oh no, remember them something. Talk Your Mind TV talk about some things, me I tell you. So Talk Your Mind TV skill set is not just evidence. It's intuition and seeing what the man never go do before they do it. Long before they do it and come tell we say, and it sounds so far-fetched that sometimes we don't believe, and then when we look, we say, rotted. But remember when Talk Your Mind, they say that, you know, dog. Say man never go do that, you know. Obviously Talk Your Mind have some inside people too. Him tell you. You understand what I say? Have some inside people too. But enough time, Talk Your Mind just a talk in mind. And I tell you, it's like your ancestor them a talk to him. And I tell you, say, yo, this man them a plan, you know. This man them a do, you know. That a Talk Your Mind skill set. It's a vibration. It's a mystic. You see me? Yeah, man. So people, wanna see what I go on? Wanna see what I go on? You make me know what you think in the comment section. See? It is almost 1 o'clock. Andrea go starting show, and I have done, I think, from 10 o'clock my live. So me do about 2.5 hours. Yeah, man, me do 2.5 hours, and that is a good show for the day. We see how it goes. I have a lot of videos to post, so we see how it goes for the rest of the day. Zin, I might go live again. Hopefully I'm able to. I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank especially the 70 people that hit the like button over by Bolo, VNR 2.0. Thank you guys so much for hitting the like button. It is extremely important that the like button is hit. Alright, so that the videos can go out. Thanks to the 42 people that hit the like button over Bolo VNR clips. I am getting more love on average over Bolo VNR clips that I am getting over Bolo VNR 2.0. Come like too much labor right over here. They know why hit the like button, they just want to listen. I don't know what I go on. All I have to do is double tap the screen with the finger, you know. That's all I have to do. Nothing else in it. See there? Just like this. Double tap the screen with your finger like this when you're watching from YouTube studios or YouTube mobile studios. 1, 2. Just like one of the TikTok all around. Not all around, but most sound of them on TikTok. Same way how you like a video. The shortcut for like a video on Instagram is the same way you like this one. Alright? So make you get to a 1,000 likes on these videos, man. So the video them can get replay, watch time, and other people can check out the information. Me used to get replay, watch time for my video them, but I don't know what going on. I live stream them. Any amount of views they get in the first hour, that's all them I get. Them not get, them hardly ever get no more views or no more likes. I don't even see people commenting in the comment section on my live streams anymore. I don't know what has happened. I really don't know what has happened. Big up the people them where watch the video them and comment, man. The interactions is necessary, man. Them think they help the video them figure out. You understand? Really and truly. But thank you guys for being here. And let me see. Thanks for the people that participated in the poll. I don't know. Let me see if people are being honest in the poll. Let me see what the poll says. I'm going to end the poll. 143 people voted. And 69% of them said yes, that they hit the like button. So 69% of 143 is what? 10% of 143 is 14.3. 6 times 14.3. Carly says 7 times 14.3. 7 fours. 4 sevens 28. That's all? Yeah, 4 sevens 28. So 70 plus so 98 persons said that they hit the like button, but I only have 77 likes. So people are just lying on the polls. Damn, son. You guys are most labor right them there. You can't even be honest on the polls. And you have honest labor right there, but you have some of them where lean towards the new, well, not the new, but you know, them lean towards this government style of lying to us. Can't believe. We're supposed to have at least 100 likes. But we only have 79, so I don't know which like button I hit. You don't tell you know what to do already, you know, double tap the screen like this. Like we get some likes before we leave, man. Come on, man. They mean with the likes, Lonesome. Me I tell you, my baby. Mean. I don't know them stay so. Mean with the look like button. Me not even talk about donation. You notice me stop talking about donation? You notice? Who notice me stop talking about donation? Me I stop tell people say donation link is pin. Because if they can't see that, and if they can't look on the screen with them I look on right now, as he said, you have a Cash App and you have a PayPal. Well, I mean, I don't, you know, hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Somebody a call me. Hold on there. Lord have mercy.
Bolo, afternoon. Afternoon. Bolo, remember, not for a time when you tap the screen, you don't get nothing. Honest to God. Yeah. But do you tell that got you so I know. But some most of the time when you do it, it not got you. Honest to God. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, no, I tell somebody tell that got you, but somebody tell it not got you. I tell somebody tell that got you. Yeah, yeah, man, no, man, but me gonna tell me gonna make you know. So somebody tell me when you do it, it not got you. You understand what I say? All right.
Yeah, alright, my people. The caller just called in. I'm glad to your participation. The caller said, what is? Somebody just send me one picture with some, you know what, me not do that. Anyway, there's another way, ladies and gentlemen, to hit the like button when I'm using this version. It's more complicated. Do you guys see 3 dots on the screen? I think at the top left or the top right. If you see 3 dots on the screen, or the top left or the bottom left or the bottom right, when you click those 3 dots, alright, let me go for my my phone. Just to give accurate information. I'm going to go for my other phone and show them. Because I really need to get them likes open. This is a teachable moment. This is a teachable moment, guys. This is a teachable moment. Alright? Because I'm gonna be using this version a lot because my page is getting a real fight. So I have to fight back, and this is the only way I can fight back. What's up, Lorraine? See how Lorraine does I get notification there? That buddy? That is so bad. Oh no. Wrong live me go on. This live me need to go on. Alright, my people. Me know say just come in. As I said before, look at your phone and look at the top right corner. I was right. There is 3 dots up there. And if you're following me, put a 1 in the chat. If you look at the top right corner and you press the 3 dots, you're going to open up something on the screen, and you're going to see the like button, the dislike button, the share button. You understand? That is what you're going to see. Press that for me and confirm in the chat if you saw it. Please. Let's get these likes up, man. And that's for the people watching on Bolo VNR 2.0. You always get notification, Larian. Well, yeah, I bet you're the better one. Right? So, are you guys seeing that? Especially Bridget, you just called in a while ago. Let me call you back. So anytime you see me use this version, oh, you guys got it? All 3 pages. But Lorena, 4 page me have. Which page you not subscribe to? You need to subscribe to Bolo TBV, you know, some banger videos are premiere over there every day. We put out 1 video a day. Throwback videos. You need to go check them out. Bolo TBV. My general, you hear me say a while ago? You see it now? Alright. Good. So people, there you go. Anytime I'm doing this type of live with the YouTube studios live like this is straight YouTube, so it's in the algorithm more, so more people can find the page. That's why I'm using it. I don't have the luxury of an audience that is getting my notifications anytime I go live, and even if they do, I am not the preferred station. You know what I mean? I am not the preferred station. I'm not nobody's favorite in this sector. May I just come? You see me? So me have to do what me have to do. So I go live like this so I can catch the algorithm and always find a new audience. So most of the time, when I finish the live, it tells me how much people viewed on average, the peak it went to, and also how much people sub up. You understand how much new subs I get? Right? So that's why I use this version. It works out for me. You know? I know it's more work because I'm using like 3 devices at once. I'm using my 2 phones, plus I am using, remind the name again, oh, Bolo TBV. See there? Oh, wait a minute. That's the 4th channel. Bolo TBV. See logo there, everything different. Make a different logo so it stand out. Alright? Hey, I appreciate that, Jack Vassell. I appreciate that. Me just a play my part, man. Me not no problem. Me just a state the obvious. Right? I put a lot of work into this. I put a lot of time into it. You know what I mean? And you should understand that this is what I do. You know? I don't have a 9 to 5. You get me? So that's all you have to do, guys. You press that button at the top right corner of the screen, and then you just hit the like button. And you can share the live from there as well. But I think there's a share symbol at the bottom right of the screen. Yes. At the bottom right of the screen, I think there's a share symbol. You know? But I am going to take a shower and get myself together. But take care of some things. You know what I mean? Really appreciate you guys coming through. And shout out to the 94 people, because I just taught them how to hit the like button now. Everybody, please remember, if you don't remember, ask me and me tell you, because it's gonna benefit the station and other people too, because they'll get to hear the message. That's what the like button is for, you know, people. The like button is there so that those people can get to hear the message. That's why it's there. Alright? You don't want to be selfish. You don't want to keep the message to just you yourself alone. You know, that's not nice. That's not nice, is it? You know what I mean? But thanks again, everybody. Bolo Bvrclips, thank you guys over there. It was easier for you guys to hit the like button. So that's why the like button was, you know, the ratio was so high over there. I think we're at like, what, 50 likes? Me say them put out a thing the other day. Why me I tell you, yeah, man. Them fi stop, you know? They must stop it. Man gone down in Mike Town, Manchester last night. He has been identified by the police as 35-year-old construct worker Ricardo, otherwise known as Matic. Really? Them call him Matic. Hey, me tell you, know. Me no want a man call me no Dan. Me no want a man call me no violent name none at all, brother. No, listen to me. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. I rebuke it in the name of nobody no call me no Dan, no dads. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. You understand? Good. Alright. Banking executive strikes card with inspiring debit song. Who this? Carrie and Hepburn Malcolm. People in the USA. We're in Manchester. Mike Town, Manchester. Mike Town, Manchester. Them say. You see me? Just I scroll through some article. It says here he has been identified as 35-year-old construction worker Ricardo Henry, otherwise known as Matic, of Love Lane in the parish and Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Reports are that about 10:59 p.m. Henry was in the area when explosions were heard. Checks were made and Henry was found with what appeared to be gunshot wounds. He was assisted to the Mandeville Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Terrible. Legal Aid Council is taking steps to equip police station with updated list of duty counsels. A duty counsel is an attorney appointed to provide legal representation for individuals detained in the police station or lockup. I love this. I love that. That is awesome. The countdown is on. Emancipation Day. CC Winans. Where the hot breeze that come from a while ago? No, sir. A piece of hot breeze come out there from a while ago. I wonder if I don't pay a pass. Kiss me, mama. Breeze cool and then all of a sudden. But it's not safe. It's not safe at all, you know. Human Rights Court rules Olympic champion Caster Semenya did not get fair hearing in sex eligibility case. Is oh my God. You know what? I'm not even gonna touch that. Because this individual looks like a man. I'm sorry. It is what it is. The apple, what them call it? The Adam's apple. Where you say call it Sunday afternoon? Alright, my bonus. Just remind me. The police in St. Catherine on Wednesday seized 58 rounds of ammunition in Central Village. It was reported that about 2:59 p.m. the police team. Yes, General. The police team was in the area when a property on 2nd Avenue was searched. During the search, the team found 52 cartridges and 4.38 cartridges in a pallet that was wrapped in a plastic latex gloves. No one was arrested in connection with the seizure. Wow. I'm just going through the news. Chinese labor dominates foreign nationals' workforce. Hey. Where's the surprise? Nearly 40 out of every 10 work permits approved. Hold on, let me back that up. Sorry about that. Wait. Nearly 4 out of every 10 work permits approved by the Jamaica government. People, no want to actually see this. Come there and read and I remember say when I look for one blank screen. I want to actually see what I read. Come I go through Gleaner, you know, 4 hours ago. Nearly 4 out of every 10 permits approved by the Jamaican government last year were Chinese nationals. A new report has revealed the Ministry of Labor. You know, I'm going to record this, you know. It gets serious. Kind of gets serious. Ladies and gentlemen, are we witnessing the live gentrification of black people in this country? Are we witnessing the takeover by the Chinese in this country? Slowly and seepingly, surely. I want to look on the article here from the Gleaner. Mighty God. No, sir. This need crowd. See it there? Nearly 4 out of every 10 permit granted or approved by the Jamaican government last year were for Chinese nationals. A new report has revealed the Ministry of who? The Ministry of who? Labor and Social Security. Who run the ministry there? Colonel Charles Jr. Not true. No Colonel Charles Jr. The Ministry of Labor and Social Security received a total of 5,651 work permit applications in 2024. 3,080 for renewal. Mighty God. So people, this is confirming, you know, that 3,080 persons with Chinese renew their work permit last year. You know. Hello? You know, in America, when they take away American job a problem, oh, Jamaican people. So hold on. How is unemployment down? When them people are going to take the employment. What really go on? My God. 2,571 new permits according to 2024 Economic and Social Survey. My God of Daniel. Let's go to the article. Hopefully the article open up because the Gleaner is something else more time, you know. Plus I have a lot of things open over here right now. Let me just examine some of them. And hopefully it helps in the aid of loading up this Gleaner article. Oh, sir. Alright, see it there now? Chinese labor dominates foreign national workforce. Right? That's all? Where's the rest of the article? You know, to access this article. You see me know say that them when I go do, you know. Just can't stand them sometime. The Gleaner. Let go the article now, brother. And stop hide the article. Let me go up on my phone. I'm really interested to read
because I'm
what can go so, Lorraine.
When I see people's wives and
stuff, what can go so, you know what I mean? And I feel good. We
want to look at nothing.
We hit 100 likes. Keep those likes coming, guys. More Jamaicans were denied temporary residence for visa for Canada than any other Caribbean country. So Canada don't like Jamaicans. More Jamaicans were denied temporary residence visa for Canada more than any other country, including Haiti. My God! On the grounds of misrepresentation between January 2024 and May 31, 2025. What do they mean by that? What do they actually mean by that? The news story I get out of hand, brother. But I really want to go back to the Chinese them. Let me find the article here real quick. Alright, see link here. It will come up on the phone, but anytime I try up on the computer, they might tell Jerry Wagwan. They might tell me about continue up on the website now, brother. What you mean go back? Go back for what? Stop playing with me. Yo, the man them really know I'm read the article here. The man them really know I'm read the article here. Hey, who see? Hey, we glad to be in the live. But hey, Bangarang, I'm gonna go hear this. Last night, a one piece of something go on. Cheese and peas. Me play tape.
Prosperity.
Me play the tape.
So I walk with the prosperity basket.
Let
tonight.
me play the tape.
The basket is here, Richard. Party leader.
Hold on there. Pause this. Go back. Let me play the tape. Listen to.
I'm telling you about prosperity. So I walk with the prosperity basket tonight. The basket is here, Richard. Party leader. The basket is here tonight. So I'm going to go through the basket with you tonight. Because I'm going to put the government on trial tonight. So every time they talk about third term, wherever you are in Jamaica tonight, I want you to think about your basket. So I'm in yam country. The first thing I'm going to take out tonight is 2 pounds of yam. You know how much I paid for 2 pounds of yam today? $900 for 2 pounds of yam today in White House Market. Hold this for me there. Onion, half a pound. Half a pound of onion, $250. Sweet pepper, go and put the government on trial tonight. So every time they talk about third term, wherever you are in Jamaica tonight, I want you to think about your basket. So I'm in yam country. The first thing I'm going to take out tonight is 2 pounds of yam. You know how much I paid for 2 pounds of yam today? $900 for 2 pounds of yam today in White House Market. Hold this for me there. Onion, half a pound. Half a pound of onion, $250. Sweet pepper, half a pound of sweet pepper, which is $300. 1 pound of tomato, $300. Half a pound of scallion, $450. Now I want to talk to Andrew tonight, my good friend. Andrew, how can you ask me for a third term when 3 finger planting of $1,000? How can you ask me for a third term when 3 finger planting of $1,000? 2 pounds of turkey neck. Now let me talk to the rich people them out there. Me I talk about everything you want to eat every single day. Because that's what this party is about. Looking out for each and every one of you. So 2 pounds of turkey neck, $1,000. Chicken back, Them talk about prosperity. I go and deal with it tonight. 2 pounds of chicken back, $620. Mixed parts. Yes, my comrade, mixed parts. Mixed parts, 2 pounds, $810. When I hear the price of saltfish today, I decide not to buy it. So, hold on. Comrade McNeil, I then said to the lady, sell me 2 pounds of the fish back. And the 2 pounds of fish back come to $500 today. Now, I didn't stop there. I go over the mini mart. 1 small cooking oil. 1 small cooking oil. $730 feet. Allow me to tell. Myself, allow me to tell. Myself. 3 Lasco. 3 Lasco. $600. For the little one, you know. 3 Lasco. $600. This is the prosperity Lasco. 3 Lasco for $600. 3 Maggi coconut milk, $430. 2 pounds of rice. I'm at stomach high, and I'm buy the grace one. $435. Allow me to tell. Myself, allow me to tell. 1 hardware bread. Leader, 1 hardware bread. $400. 1 hardware. See it here? A 500. Jesus have mercy. All right. 1 hardware bread that you buy, $500, $700. That's not prosperity. 2 pounds of sugar. 2 pounds of sugar. $400. Let me tell. $500. 1 butter. 1 butter. $240. 1 small ketchup for when you brown stew in the chicken back. $295. 3 tin mackerel on a rainy day. 3 tin mackerel. Flash out. 3 flash out. I love it too, you know. 3 flash out. $370. But no, sir. Something wrong in our country. All right. Now, poor people. Well, I want to make we talk tonight. Me know, sir, when you go to the supermarket, you can't buy juice, but you buy a bottle of syrup. And the syrup have to go with water and lime if you have lime tree in your yard. 1 anchor syrup, $370. Comrades, me not pick up no snack. Me not pick up no juice. Me not pick up no soda. Me not pick up no egg. No. No, the minimum wage. The minimum wage is $16,000 a week, right? All right. But you have to take a shower and you have to wash your clothes, right? One small springtime, $160. Two Castile soap for you to shower in the morning and when you come home from work in the evening, $270. One small hair oil, one small hair oil, $182. This is the prosperity hair oil. One small lotion to lotion yourself, $645. Where you say 700? My God. Then how people are living in this country? No. 3 toilet paper. 3 toilet, you know, this sound like the price is right. This sound like the price is right. 3 toilet paper, $280. Well, listen. Now, comrades, hold on. I didn't buy any fabric softener today because I am working with $16,000 minimum wage. I want you to follow me. So I didn't buy no fabric softener. When I went to pick up the bleach, a lady touched me on my shoulder and said, hey, me can't buy that a week time, you know. So me say, how you get out the stain? She said, lime, salt, and sun. We get out and the stain out of dirty clothes. And so she said to me today, she not buy the bleach. Comrade, when I work out what I spent at the market today, $3,100. For buy the salting, $3,270. When I went to the minimart, $4,260. Buy the bleach. When I went to pick up the bleach, a lady touched me on my shoulder and said, hey, me can't buy that a week time, you know. So me say, how you get out the stain? She said, lime, salt, and sun. We get out and the stain out of dirty clothes. And so she said to me today, she not buy the bleach. Comrade, when I work out what I spent at the market today, $3,100. For buy the salting, $3,270. When I went to the minimart, $4,267. That is $12,174 from a minimum wage of $16,000. Now, party leader, me not pay my light bill yet, you know. Me have $3,826 remaining. Me not pay no light bill yet. Me not pay no water rate yet. Me not take out the 10% offering for church yet. Me not take out the lunch money yet. And me not take out the savings yet. So, when they come to you and they ask you for a third term can't work for the people of Jamaica.
Never write them. We tired of them. Mighty God. Look when me go buck up in a. Eh? God is good, man. God is so good. Me dey talk about me I go end the life and look when me buck up in a. I saw my man when I go on last night down Albert Town. Splash the Jew I deal with. Jesus, people. Who not hear what the man say? Let me come and write them down, you know. Something serious, you know. 2 pound of yam, $900. Half pound of onion, $250. Sweet pepper, half pound, $300. 1 pound of tomato, $300. Only 2 tomatoes that, you know. Half pound of scallion, $450. 3 finger plantain, $1,000. 2 pound of turkey, $1,000. 2 pound of chicken back, $620. 2 pound of mixed pass, $810. 2 pound of fish back, I can't buy the saltfish. What you hear me say? 2 pound of fish back, because I can't buy the saltfish. Is 2 pound of fish back is $500. Small cooking oil, $730. Which really and truly, I think are the medium one him take up still, you know. The cooking oil look like the medium one. The larger one, I more money. But that one there $730. 3 small Lasco, $600. What a thing, Lasco 2 bills a one. Backside. Anyway, coconut milk, $430. 2 pound of grace rice, $435. You could have go for cheaper rice still, but cheaper means debt. Moving right along. Quicker debt. You know the sugar thing go. 1 hard bread, $500. You know, long twins have twins and I tell you about 876 and 90 big up. Brother, I'm gonna do something while me I play. Trust me, be the inner nice. So we never get to listen attentively. One butter. Right? No, 2 pound of sugar, $400. 1 butter, $240. 1 small ketchup, $295. 3 tin of mackerel, $370. 1 syrup, because you can't buy juice. You gotta get your lime and your water and make some lemonade. 3 tin of mackerel, $370. 1 syrup, $370. 1 springtime soap for wash your clothes. I cheap soap, that you know, people. $160. 2 soap for beard with. This is a house of one, you know. And probably 1 pitney. Cause I can't go further than this with this. If I 2 and 3 pitney, mighty God. But even if I want somebody, you can't take care of yourself. 1 ear oil, $182. 1 small lotion, $644. Cause you don't want to be ashy. You have to keep your skin moist. 3 toilet paper, $290. People, a whole heap of things in couldn't buy. Whole heap of things in couldn't buy, and $12,174 that. Minus from $16,000, which is the minimum wage. Imagine you spend that every week. So at the end of we're gonna do the maths, you know. $12,174. $12,174 minus $16,000 give you $3,826. $3,826. $3,826 times 4. At the end of every month after you spend the money there for food and rent, light bill, water bill, rent. Nobody talk about transportation fee for go work. Nobody talk about lunch for go work, because the food that you buy put in the house is for dinner alone. How people survive in Jamaica? Where is the prosperity? Where there? You remember when Andrew wanted to go in a parliament in him basket? Let me see if I can't find him. Because I'm petty, you know. Me tell you, I'm petty, you think I joke. Make me see if I can find Andrew Honest going to parliament with a basket. Who remember? Who remember when Andrew Honest is going in the parliament with the basket? And I'm telling you how this is how PNP a wicked government, when he did not put context to it, because Portia Simpson Miller and the PNP, right, was fixing the errors and the problems that the Jamaica Labour Party actually put on us by not dealing with the IMF well. Who remember Annie Ramsey, what's up? Vertical sensation a long time, let's see your blessings. Who remember that? Give me a second, my good viewers. Just give me a second. Let me find this video because I think I have it in my evidence file, in my playlist. You understand? Certain videos, I have them in the evidence file. Yes, man. I have to keep these in the evidence file, man. Andrew Holness in a parliament jump up with the basket and I try to show up the PMP. Look on the basket now. Look on the basket now. Find it for me, Father God. Find it for me. Find it for me there, please. In Jesus' name. Find it for me there. It there, you know. I hate this honest budget president. Ah! God is good. God is good. God is good. God is good. All the time, God is great.
In news from Jamaica, a government without a growth plan. That's how opposition leader Andrew Holness has described the Portia Simpson Miller administration. Mr. Holness poured scorn on the government's handling of the economy as he made his contribution to the 2015-2016 budget debate in Parliament on Thursday. More on this report from Tanika Thomas.
For opposition leader Andrew Holness, the government's 3-year in office is tantamount to failure. He says little has been done to ease the financial burden Jamaicans are faced with. Making his budget presentation in Gordon House on Thursday, Mr. Holness argues that Jamaicans are worse off today than they were in 2011 under the former JLP administration. Holness claims rising food prices, a devalued currency, and high unemployment are just some of the failures of the Portia Simpson Miller government. To bring across his point, he returned with his favorite analogy, the food basket, demonstrating how spending power has diminished drastically for a minimum wage earner. He compared what a low-income earner was able to afford in 2011 versus 2015.
Has no oxtail or curry goat. This is the reality of the People's National Party government and the docs of Jamaica. This is what you can get in Jamaica now. You can still get a tin. You get one tin of sardine. You can only get one tin of mackerel. This is the best demonstration of where the country has gone under the PNP.
Mr. Holness contends that a JLP government would do better at managing the economy. He says if the economy does not grow at a sustainable rate of at least 5%, then the IMF stipulations will become unbearable for nationals.
It should be clear even to those who refuse to see that the PNP government knows nothing about how to grow the economy. We in the Labour Party know how to put plans in place to facilitate growth. The Labour Party is the growth party. The only 2 periods of sustained growth above 5% in Jamaica since independence occurred under the Jamaica Labour Party.
He also criticized the government for failing to create a clear growth plan. He says Jamaicans are overtaxed.
If you pay your taxes, you should not be harassed for more taxes. And that, Mr. Speaker, is what many people in the business community feels. That the people who pay their taxes are the ones who are going to get harassed again.
Tanika Thomas reporting for Scene Caribbean News.
Welcome back to Primetime News.
Telling us I'm petty, you know. Telling us I'm petty. So, the disingenuous Andrew Holness government, after they sabotage the Jamaican economy, under his government, you know, because he was there with Bruce, after they sabotage and see my man the way him name Ardley Shaw, he was the finance minister, not true. After they sabotage Jamaica reputation with the IMF and Mama P, right? Mama P fix back things. That is why things were so tough then, you know. And even through that tough time, the dollar had more value than it has right now. Inflation was not as high as it is right now. We were not importing so much things as we are right now. The importation bill double. There's no productivity. There's no prosperity. Where is this 5% growth in 4 years? It has not happened. The economy has not grown. We are in a recession. The old house, or the house is tumbling down under the Jamaica Labour Party. That is the absolute reality. Alright? Point blank period. Just a bit off topic. I see them come out and say, oh, Jamaica gone from the what them call it? I see the Observer boast and a brag with the boy. So them get drop off or some what they call it, for many people it was likely to have been an embarrassing feature of this week. Caribbean Community Summit in Montego Bay was admitted his old blah blah President, Court of Justice Governor Sir Patrick Allen, the President of the Prime Minister who administered. Okay, no, let me find it. I don't want to misquote. Let me find the article, ladies and gentlemen. Let me find the article. It's not far. Alright? Boy, this lady, boy, rough. Rough. Me say, Jamaica, what them name me? Jamaica Observer? I think them sending out to my phone. See me find it on my phone. You're not supposed to be far from here, so. We get taken off of some type of a list. Here we go. This is it. Jamaica and Barbados were on Wednesday removed from the European Union list of high-risk third countries with deficiencies in their anti-money laundering and counter-financing of terrorism regime. A day after Prime Minister Andrew Holness was expressed CARICOM's concern that an appeal for the delisting has been lagging for a month. So, me want to know, this are African nation in the high places. Oh, in God's green earth. And this is not a bad mind. It just don't make no sense. How Jamaica with a prime minister that statutory declaration has not been certified, right? There is a pending investigation that is supposed to happen from the FID. I don't know why the Labour them are run in a comment section. I thought about say people don't say Andrew Holness was cleared. Andrew Holness statutory declaration is not certified. Where will you get that from? What will you get that from? And people, if you do not believe me, right? Because anti-corruption and money laundering and terrorism, all them get taken off of this iris list. I don't know about Barbados, I talk about Jamaica specifically. Under Andrew Holness. How sway? It often be connection in the high places. And guess where it come from? Europe. Andrew Holness is a part of what? Andrew Holness is linked to who? People read between the lines. This have to be connection in the high places. Government welcomes EU removal of Ireland from high-risk anti-money laundering list. Eh? With the state, you know what? Let me not call their name. You see, I that with my brain. Sometimes my brain run like one computer, you know. I mean, the real off on bank name, you know. You tell me, say, the bank where so much money people are missing from and can't get back. With them, the failing banking system, that Jamaica get taken off of this list. I cannot believe it. And even with the appointment of Dennis Chung, even with the appointment of Dennis Chung to the FID, they still remove them. Come on, man. As pastor would have said, come on, man. Come on, man. Won't be a member? In a pastor house with the pastor Peter Chambers. Come on, man. Come on. What are we doing? We have been actively advocating for such a decision. One which reflects the reality of the hard work we have undertaken to strengthen our financial systems. This is yet another demonstration of the strength of our partnership. Partnership with the EU. I bet it's a partnership. Hey! People, I question this removal. Yes. I question the validity of it. I want to know what was the process and the thought process of the EU for removing them off that IRIS list. I really want to know what evidence is the EU getting that Jamaica deserves to be removed from this list. Tell me now, with all of the bungle and corruption here going to Jamaica, all of the investigation, no wonder they never want to release the Integrity Commission report. No wonder they put the Parliament in a recess. Can you imagine what is on that report and who for name the penny? Can you imagine? Ladies and gentlemen, one little birdie whisper and tell me can't even repeat. He can't even repeat on YouTube. But can you imagine whose names are on that list that is being investigated by the Integrity Commission? Can you imagine if those names were revealed? If this would be denounced? Ladies and gentlemen, we have foxes. We don't have one fox now. We have foxes and wolves in the hen house. I may tell you, say it's bloody. Corruption past steroids. How in God's green earth them get off of this list? How? Save that image up. Need a new image for the thumbnail them sometime. Let me save that image up. Mighty God. How in God's green earth? No wonder them hide certain things from the media. They are using the media. Right? The media is not active enough. So if the international bodies are not investigating thoroughly what is happening on the ground and them just following the news, then we have this. But I'm going to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. I have given you Murat sounding in a seat. Sorry, my people. Think you don't want to see it. I thought you guys were seeing it. See there? Big win. Right? See article there? Yeah. That was today. I hope you guys was seeing what name? Mr. Something the basket. I'm sure you guys was seeing that. People, wanna let me know what you think in the comment section. I have given you my all today. Honestly, this morning, I'm here to tell you I do all of this for my hungry stomach. A water me drink this morning. That's it. And 2 mango. Can't believe some voice I project so wonderfully. Let me know what you think in the comment section, alright? The word is love. People from Bolo